visitors on the scoreboard, the number 3 season in the world with a record of 29-20. Here are the Pioneers of Point Park University. Leading on the center fielder, number 4, Chris Williams. Batting second, left fielder, number 17, Felix Rodriguez. And third, the designated hitter, number 29, Belinda Barone. In a cleanup spot, the first baseman, number 34, Blake Hewley. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 24, Trevor Jones. Batting sixth, left shortstop, number 6, Luis Gonzalez. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 7, Carlos De La Vega. Batting eighth, going catching number 20, Felix Gonzalez. And batting ninth, the second base number 12, Sebastian Hernandez. Taking the mound for the Pioneers here this evening, number 14, Ramon Rodriguez. The coaches for the Pioneers, head coach Warren Perez in his 17th season. He's assisted by hockey coach Diago, Jason Kim, Nick Pearson, Blake Rock, Jared King, Jordan Kim, and Jim Kramer. Ladies and gentlemen, there are the Pioneers of Point Park University. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the home team on the scoreboard, the number 1 seed in the South. With a record of 25-25, here are the Mountain Lions of Concord University. Leading on the shortstop, number 14, Nick Castandy. Playing batting second, playing center field, number 9, Dawson Ray. And third, playing second base, number 8, Dawson Maynard. In the cleanup spot, the designated hitter, number 3, Corbin Boston. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 34, Lucas Cannon. Batting sixth, playing right field, number 4, Gerald Byrne. Batting seventh, going to catch number 23, Austin Geary. Batting eighth, the first base, number 20, Sam Stowe. Batting ninth, third base, number 18, Tyson Bird. Taking the mound for the Mountain Lions this season, number 30, Fred Adams. The head coach of the Mountain Lions, Drew Bailey, in his 10th season, he's assisted by Nathan Ashes, Kevin Lemon, and Zach Powell. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play ball!
From Gomard Ballpark in Charleston, West Virginia, it's the second game of day 1 of the Mountain East Conference Baseball Championship. The Point Park Pioneers taking on the Concord Mountain Lions. My name's Eric Little, joined by Jack Withrow. Point Park comes in at 29-20, a good season, 18-10 in the Mountain East Conference against a Concord team that's 500, but don't let that record deceive you. They got one of the better ERAs in the league, and they got some thump in their bats.
Yeah, that they do, Eric. Both of these teams got some thump in their bats. Of course, Point Park won the conference tournament title last year. They are still not eligible for NCAA playoffs yet. They're still in that stage where they've come up from the NAIA to the NCAA Division II. But they are very, very good. They lost a lot of talent, but they returned a lot of talent here for Point Park. Concord, like you said, they've got some hitters out there. Corbin Bostic, batting .318. He leads the team in home runs, 53 runs batted in. So both of these teams have got some punch at the plate.
Concord's won 4 of their last 5. Point Park comes in at a bit of a different place. They split 4 games with Wheeling 2 weekends ago, and then Salem took 3 of 4 from Point Park last week. So Point Park not really coming into this tournament the way that they would like.
Yeah, head coach Lauren Torres has been around a long time, so I think he's got his team figured out,
sure.
Especially in the postseason. And again, coming up from the NAIA where they had a lot of success, and of course last year. But I think they'll figure things out once they get here in the tournament. But like you said, they were kind of stumbling there at Concord had a good series with Glib in the last series of the regular season.
2 shutouts in that series, too. For Point Park, their lineup looks like this. The center fielder, Chris Williams, leads off, followed by the left fielder, Felix Rodriguez. And hitting third with a Mountain East Conference best 15 home runs, Olindo Pizzone, the designated hitter. Blake Ewing, the first baseman, bats fourth with 13 home runs this season. Trevor Jones, the right fielder, hits in the 5 spot, followed by the shortstop, Luis Gonzalez. Carlos De La Vega, the third baseman, bats 7th, followed by the catcher, Felix Gonzalez, in the 8th spot, and hitting 9th, the second baseman, Sebastian Hernandez. Against the Concord Mountain Lions and Jonah Adams, who's on the bump for Concord tonight.
Yeah, he's a right-handed freshman, Jonah Adams. 6 foot, 155-pound freshman from Mount Airy, North Carolina. He's got a 5.40 ERA and a 4-7 record on the season.
Williams digs in the first pitch, hits him. We're underway at 8:32 this evening. We had some weather delays and a long first game. Williams hit by the first offering from Jonah Adams.
It's a beautiful evening here, Eric. 56 degrees and drizzling rain.
It has been intermittently raining throughout the evening, and we had maybe our most severe rain of the day about 15 minutes ago, but that's dissipated.
Yeah, the skies look like they're clearing up here in Charleston.
First pitch, a cold strike out or half to Felix Rodriguez. I said that in the first game, and about 5 minutes later, we got what was at the time the hardest downpour. That's what I learned from Mark Martin. He knows all these weather people, and I'm not one, so I'm not going to speculate. A strike on Rodriguez, the pitch from Adams. Could be 2. Maynard at second, up with a throw to second base. They'll stick with 1. They get the lead runner. Williams forced out. Rodriguez reaches on the fielder's choice. We'll introduce you to the Mountain Lions. Lucas Cannon in left field, Dawson Gregg in center, and Jared Laverne in right. Tyson Burke at third base, Nick DeSandy the shortstop, Dawson Maynard at second base, Sam Stone at first, and Austin here catches Jonah Williams. Here, a first-team all-conference catcher, honored prior to the game with the other first-team picks. That's been a big catalyst for this team's 4.83 ERA, second in the Mountain East Conference. Nice to have that veteran catcher. So here's Olindo Pizzone, the first pitch swinging and fouled off to the third base side. Jack, I think if I can have one position where I'd want a veteran stalwart, a guy who knows his way around, I think it's behind the plate.
Yep.
Guy affects so much.
He's the quarterback of the baseball team. He's the one that sees everything going on.
Concord in the maroon tops, white pants. Point Park in the all-gray look on this Wednesday evening. The pitch. Cold strike on the outer half. Roberto Pattison calls the balls and strikes. At first base, Greg Losh. At second, Chris Richards. And at third base, Mark Mayle. Pattison, the only one of these 4 umpires that did not work the prime. Pizzone swings and misses. And is a strikeout victim, 2 away.
Great location on that breaking ball away from the right hand and hit it Pizzone.
Big for Adams early on to move the ball around the strike zone or out of the strike zone if he wants to try to fool somebody. Here's Blake Ewing.
Had 35 strikeouts in the regular season for the freshman.
Adams misses up and away to Blake Ewing. Again, 13 homers, second most on the team, behind only Olindo Pizzone's conference best 15. Point Park's dugout is bringing the energy here. They're on the first base side. 2 balls and no strikes to Blake Ewing. The crowd has been largely clustered in these few rows under the press box because that's the only place that's got an overhang. Sheltered there. We've seen some umbrellas popped up. And the folks down the third base line in the covered concourse. Count falls to 3-0 as Adams being very careful with the lefty slugger Blake Ewing.
Seen the past 2 days here, the ball traveling really well out of this ballpark.
This is not the first college baseball here this week by a long shot. WVU and Marshall played last night. Ball 4 outside. Ewing draws the free pass. First of the game from Adams. Pushes Rodriguez to second with 2 outs for Trevor Jones, right fielder. Point Park batting average just .263, so not one of the tops in the league, but they've got some run-scoring capability. 55 home runs for Point Park. They average over 5.5 runs a game. First pitch swinging, a grounder to the shortstop. Scooped by DeSanti. He gets the force at second to end the inning. So a couple base runners for the Pioneers. They threaten in the first, come up empty. We'll go to the bottom half of the first. No score. Concord grabs the bats after this. You're watching the 2026 Mountain East Conference Baseball Championship on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network.
What's possible when you have the freedom to explore things that inspire you? To be a part of a community that supports and challenges you. Where can you go to find the space and time to reach your goals? Who can you become when you're able to make connections in a place where you belong? Find out what's possible at Frostburg State University.
It's about unlocking your potential and discovering your purpose.
It's about community and how we can better serve others.
It's about learning and doing.
It's about the journey and the road getting there.
It's about opportunities and the endless possibilities.
It's about finding where you belong, and it is here at Concord University.
It's about you, and it starts with you.
Point Park comes up empty in their half of the first inning. Concord comes in at 25-25. No scores. They hit in the bottom of the first. Shortstop Nick DeSanti leads off, followed by the center fielder Dawson Gregg and the second baseman Dawson Maynard. Corbin Bostic, the designated hitter, bats in the cleanup spot, followed by left fielder Lucas Cannon and right fielder Jared Laverne. The catcher Austin here hits seventh, followed by Sam Stone, the first baseman, and Tyson Burke, the third baseman, rounds out the lineup. First pitch to DeSanti. Outside for ball one from Ramon Rodriguez.
Yeah, left-handed pitcher, a senior out of Puerto Rico. Comes in. He's a second-team All-MEC selection this year.
DeSanti pops it foul out of play, first base concourse. Good ERA for Ramon Rodriguez, below 3. For a Point Park team that has the second best earned run average in the league. They're one of 5 teams in the league with at least 300 strikeouts. On the mound, that is. 1-1. DeSanti hits it in the air the other way to right field. Backing up, Trevor Jones. 1 away.
Ball up in his zone there. Eric got a hold of it, just not enough. Jones plenty of room to track that one down.
And defensively, Point Park's got Felix Rodriguez in left, Chris Williams in center. You met Jones in right. Carlos De La Vega's at third, Luis Gonzalez at short, Sebastian Hernandez at second, Blake Ewing at first, and Felix Gonzalez catches Ramon Rodriguez. Dawson Gregg laces one foul. A home run in both games against Point Park. He's been on a heater in the last few games. 9 of his last 20, 3 doubles and a home run in that stretch. Good pitch on the outside corner, 0-2 on Gregg. Been a trend for some of these seniors. Gregg, one of them, finishing strong in that senior year, and you like to see that out of your leaders, to have that strong finish to your college career. The 0-2, a call, third strike. Gregg goes down looking, and Jack, that was in the same location as the second pitch.
Yep, he's spotting it out in the outer part of the plate there, away from the left hitting Gregg. It looked like all 3 pitches maybe right in the same spot as Gregg fouled that first one off over on the left-hand side.
Could be a long evening for Concord if Ramon Rodriguez is basically using point-and-click kind of control, putting it wherever he wants it. Here's Dawson Maynard, the second baseman. Downstairs for a ball from just down 119 in Logan.
Logan County boy, played for the Wildcats. He's probably been around this park before. Usually the Logan Wildcats will make their way to the state tournament ever so often.
Ground ball sharply hit, snagged by De La Vega, knocks it down, recovers, throws late. And Maynard on with an infield single, a screamer. De La Vega did well just to knock that down. He's probably been to his share of Power/Dirty Birds games over the years, growing up in this area. Kids run the bases Sunday, a fireworks night, all that good stuff.
I've done that myself.
Run the bases?
Run the bases, yes.
Were you a kid at the time, or?
No.
Hey,
no, I was a grown adult.
No shame in that. Corbin Bostic, a check swing, and the home plate umpire quickly says it's off of the arm of Bostic, and they award him first base. But now Point Park's got a good point. If that hit him and he swung, that's a strike. Out of the dugout comes Lauren Torres to ask that question. Home plate umpire Roberto Patterson quickly says no, that the arm movement was because it hit him.
Take a look at the replay here. It was an inside pitch up in his hands.
I don't know that he offered at that.
Yeah.
But if it hit his forearm hard enough to go as far as it did, I'll be honest, on that first replay, I could tell that hit more of his forearm than I thought it had in real time. So he'll take first. They'll keep an eye on him.
They're still checking him out down at first base. Training staff out there for Concord.
Yeah, any of those injuries from the elbow down, I think when you're hit by a pitch.
Eric, the best thing when Concord comes to town? Wes McKinney's in town.
I agree.
Their SID does a wonderful job down there in Athens.
You know what? I had the thought about that yesterday, but somehow today I forgot I was going to see Wes McKinney until he popped into the booth in Game 1. Always a good day we get to hang out with Wes McKinney. Not that I'm ever rooting for rain delays, but it was cool to have a few extra minutes with him. But yeah, when you're hit from the elbow down, I think it really takes a minute to evaluate if you're hurt because that adrenaline has to wear off. Wes always pops over to give us pronunciations, nuggets, all kinds of fun facts.
I usually get a text from him during broadcast during the regular season.
The father, too. He's got twins.
Yeah, 2 little girls.
Lucas Cannon, the 5-hitter, bats with 2 outs and 2 on. Concord trying to break the ice here in the first. On day 1 of the Mountain East Conference Baseball Tournament. Ramon Rodriguez offers high and away.
Rodriguez was cruising, then an infield single by Maynard, and then a hit batsman.
3.88 ERA, second best on the team. 55 strikeouts, second most. Ball low and in. Cannon showed bunt, pulled back. Rodriguez trying to escape the jam here in the bottom of the first inning. 2 on with 2 outs. Cannon awaits the pitch. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Definitely a different energy in this ballpark, Jack, than I think what we saw in Game 1 today. A lot of offense, 21 combined runs. Glenville State an upset win over Wheeling, 14-7. Here comes the 2-1. Ooh, good breaking ball. Evens the count.
I think Cannon was looking for another fastball there, and that one dropped right off the end of the table.
2-1, I think you can afford to sit on something, and Cannon setting fastball and didn't get it. 2 on, 2 outs, the 2-2, high and away. Took all the plate discipline Cannon had to hold back there. Jared Laverne on deck. The inning continues. Shirley Cannon will try to make it work. Here's the 3-2 delayed. Rodriguez steps off. Mountain Lions trying to roar here in the first inning. The 3-2 from Rodriguez. Popped up right side. Is there room for Ewing down the line? No. There's room, but he ran out of time. Trevor Jones came in from right. Neither one of them can get it.
Ballpark was built in 2005, Eric, but they've just added these new netting down each side, right field line and the left field line. Of course, you're seeing a lot of that around major league ballparks and minor league ballparks.
I tell people when they ask me why is that, I say, hey, people aren't paying more attention these days.
No.
Their phones and whatever other distractions. Canada waits the 3-2 and pops it foul. Of course, back in the day when this park was built, the standard was that backstop, and then that kind of extended to the ends of the dugouts and then even further down the lines.
Yeah, I can remember when they didn't even have it over the dugouts.
Yeah, me too.
Watch out.
It was an excellent seat if you had your head on a swivel. Another payoff pitch. Cannon ready. Here it comes. Call, third strike on the inside edge. Cannon frozen by Rodriguez. A couple called third strikes from the Concord starter, Ramon Rodriguez. Two stranded aboard. No score after one from the Mountain East Conference Baseball Championship.
Tomorrow's innovators, teachers, caregivers, researchers, leaders, and creators all have one thing in common. They started out just like you. At West Liberty University, you are the focus. This is a place where you will gain the skills, knowledge, and confidence to change your life and the world around you. It all starts here, with you. Visit westliberty.edu to start your journey. It's all here at West Liberty University.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
Both teams threaten in the first. Both come up empty. We'll go to the second inning. Luis Gonzalez leads off for Point Park against the right-hander Jonah Adams. No score between Point Park and Concord. Day one
Glenville
of this
State
tournament. We've already had an upset in the opening game. Conditions in the mid-50s, playing through a drizzle, but really since we've had first pitch of this game, that rain has subsided.
Yep, Wheeling headed to the losers bracket. They'll play tomorrow night, and they'll take on the loser of tonight's nightcap.
Gonzalez leads off. First offering from Adams, down and in. I would think that adds to the urgency in this game, knowing that you're going to get a really good Wheeling team if you lose this one.
Yep.
Gonzalez bounces at foul. We're even at 1-1. The advantage of playing the night game is that you know just that much more of the puzzle. It's fleshed out for you.
I heard you talk about in the first game, it's either put up or shut up here in tournament play.
The 1-1 low and outside.
Of course, it is a double elimination, so there's always a chance to work your way back through that loser's bracket back to Championship Sunday.
Gonzalez ready, swings and grounds it toward the shortstop. Diving try for DeSanti. It's into left center. After the second inning in a row, Point Park has the leadoff man aboard. Yeah, you very much can't burn everything if you're down by a significant amount in game one, knowing you're going to have to come back tomorrow. But if you're anywhere within striking distance in game one, I think you have to try to play for the win as much as you can. Anything to avoid that loser's bracket. Carlos De La Vega ready. The pitch to him, up and in.
De La Vega batting .261. He leads the team with 15 doubles on the season.
Point Park got their first base hit of the game from Gonzalez a moment ago. The 1-0. It's downstairs. Really didn't see a lot of pitchers leaning on that rosin bag in game one. I've not seen Adams spend a lot of time there in this one. Tough to find a dry spot on your own uniform if you want to clean your hand. The 2-0 is inside. He's trying to wipe that hand off the pant leg, but again, on a night like this, we've had anything from drizzle to mist. Just not a dry surface on you anywhere if you've been out in it for any length of time. De La Vega takes all the way. 3-1. Point Park looking to defend their Mountain East Conference Tournament Championship. The 3-1 rocketed into left field and foul. Maybe the hardest hit ball Point Park has sent outward thus far this evening.
Yeah, he barreled that one up, but just a little bit ahead of it.
Well, the way Point Park's dugout is bringing the chatter, it's almost reminiscent of softball, really. Runner goes on 3-2, down and in, swing and a miss for strike three. Throw to second, and it's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. Gonzalez caught stealing. De La Vega strikes out, and quickly 2 gone here in the second inning. To my naked eye, it looked like Gonzalez may have gotten under that tag.
It was a bang-bang play out at second base.
First pitch low and outside for a ball. Was a bang-bang play. Out is the call, 2 down.
Infield shading Gonzalez over on the left side.
1-1. You don't see the shift a lot these days. It's been banned in Major League Baseball, but Dawson Maynard playing over to the left side of the bag at second.
Still alive and well here in the college ball.
The 1-1. Outside, maybe a little low, 2-1. I think we're in an era now where we're seeing more difference from the high school game to the college game to the pro game in terms of what you can do, pitch clock, shifts.
Yep. Of course, it all funnels down. You've got the pitch clock here in college now.
Sure. 3 balls and a strike. Hitters count for Felix Gonzalez. The 9-hitter Sebastian Hernandez is on deck.
And usually gets to Division I baseball and then works its way down here to the Division II level.
Gonzalez ready and swings, grounds at third base side. Tyson Burke bobbles up with it, throws across the diamond to end the inning. To strike him out, throw him out, double play looms huge in the second inning. Point Park escapes, or rather Concord escapes unscathed. We go to the home half of the second inning. Concord grabs the bats. We're scoreless from Charleston. From West Virginia's capital city, no scores to go to the bottom of the second inning. Game 2 of day 1 of the Mountain East Conference Baseball Championship. Jared Laverne leads off for Concord against Point Park reliever Ramon Rodriguez. Got the earth, wind, and fire over the PA. We got the water coming from the sky. Reminds me of Captain Planet. Of course, the creator of Captain Planet, Ted Turner, of course, passed away today.
Oh, my. I did not hear that.
Really? Captain Planets. I grew up on that on TBS back in the day.
I grew up on a little Earth, Wind, and Fire back in the late 70s. So had two older brothers.
I'm not sure if Ted was the creator of it, but it was in his obituary that I read. I'm like, wow, didn't think Captain Planet would make it there. But Redefined Media. Here's Jared Laverne. Ground ball to the left side, and Concord with a leadoff hit. First time they've had the leadoff man aboard. Laverne singles the other way.
Yep, nice piece of hitting there by Laverne. Just went with the pitch on the outer half and drove it through the hole there between shortstop and third.
I really think that's a thing that's starting to come back into fashion at all levels of baseball. Just take what's given to you and go with the ball. I'm glad to see that.
Don't always try to pull the ball. I see a lot of people trying to do that, and they overswing.
Austin Here's been on a good run. Pickoff throw unsuccessful. Here's hit safely in 9 of his last 12 games. 9 runs batted in. He, like Dawson Gregg, seniors in this program, trying to finish that career strong. On the campus, beautiful. Toss to first, runs back.
1 of 3 first-team All-MEC selections on this Concord team. With Dawson Gregg and Matt DeSanti, who is injured.
This team won 14 of their 23 home games. Here takes a strike. And 19 of the 30 in the league. Talked about that a little bit in the first game. You want to win that vast majority, 2/3 of your league games. That's a pretty good number. Here squares to bunt, sends it foul. You're doing something like that, winning 2/3 of your league games. You probably deserve to be playing in the postseason tournament.
Yeah, you always want to win your weekend series. Of course, and in the Mountain East Conference, they always play 2 and 2, and the North-South divisions play each other, and then they get into their own divisions. They play a 4-game weekend series.
Usually played over double headers. That can be tricky. Toss to first, the runner's back.
Especially you're playing 2 7-inning games, so you're attacking those games a lot different than you do a 9-inning game.
And that's another thing that is worth mentioning, too. Most of these teams have played nothing but 7-inning games for the last couple months, so we're going to get into some uncharted territory where it feels like uncharted waters for these teams. Here sends it foul down the right field line.
But you see a lot of them play out-of-conference 9-inning games in the midweek.
And I think the value in that, too, is just so you have that experience and just the stamina of mentally being in there through a 9-inning game and seeing those situations as a pitcher, as a hitter. Another 2-strike pitch, delayed. Laverne, second best base stealer on the team. His 14 steals, second to only Lucas Cannon. So worthy of some attention from Ramon Rodriguez. The 0-2. Slammed into right center field. Coming on. Williams makes the catch on a line. 1 out.
Williams got a good jump on that one. That ball was tailing away from him towards right field.
The hour of the game might have helped him, too. Earlier in the day when we were playing with a really cloudy sky, might have been a little tough to pick that ball off the bat, but here it's nice and dark. A little easier to make that read on a ball hit right at you. Sam Stone from the left side. Swing and a miss. Rodriguez has largely been in the zone, and he's located his spots very nicely with the secondary stuff. A strike on Stone. Swing and a miss.
Heads up.
And the bat went flying toward the Point Park dugout.
About took out the head coach and Lauren Torres down there. I mean, I've seen that a few times here in the past few weeks. The bats flying.
You know you want to take out your opponent in the tournament. This isn't how you want to do it.
Oh.
Second one I've seen today. He was about to take out a lot of the line of succession in the Point Park dugout. That's my favorite right there. The look of oops, kind of like the Steve Urkel. Did I do that? Shrug the shoulder. My bad. Stone has re-gripped the bat. Get a drizzly day. Everything's bound to be wet.
A little pond tar on there.
The 2-strike pitch bounced in. 1-2. I never got to the point of using sticky substances when I played. I only played in high school. I just used the batting gloves and did my best and hoped for a good result. Gripped it as hard as I could. 1 on, 1 out. Stowe ready. The pitch. Breaking ball. Nice pitch. Just missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the senior Sam Stowe. Laverne gets the lead at first base. The 9-hitter Tyson Burke on deck. Here comes the offering. It's grounded to the right side and through for a base hit. Laverne holds at second base. Second hit of the inning. Stowe puts 2 on with 1 away for Tyson Burke.
Good at bat there for Sam Stowe. Went from throwing his bat to driving one into right field.
Throwing his bat out in front of the ball. And best of all for him, he worked that count from 0-2. Tyson Burke, the third baseman, stands in.
Local kid, played at St. Albans High School just right down the road.
Breaking ball down and in. And you like seeing that because that means you get those locals to come out to an event like this. Burke trying to break the ice in this one. No score, bottom of the second. Rodriguez falls behind 2-0.
Couple breaking pitches, one inside on the right-handed hitting Berg. That one, I slipped out of his hand just a bit, stayed outside.
Playing in his 41st game tonight, his 32nd start. Burke a .253 hitter. Time called. Felix Gonzalez will make a mound visit. Taking his Grubhub order for later. Again, these are big spots in the ball game. Momentum shifts so quickly in these tournament games. Both teams trying to break that threshold and score the first run. Concord with a really nice opportunity. They left a pair on in the first, trying not to do it again in the second. Burke squares, pulls back, takes a ball low. And the command beginning to falter for Ramon Rodriguez. Runners get their leads with 1 away. Burke takes a cold strike on the inner edge, 3-1. Top of the order, and Nick DeSanti in the on-deck circle. A critical spot here for Concord. They want to flip this order. Point Park would love a ground ball to an infielder. The 3-1, there it is. To the second baseman, Hernandez. To Gonzalez for 1. On to first for the inning-ending double play. Rodriguez gets out of the jam. And Concord is stranded 3 in 2 innings. The twin killing keeps this game scoreless through 2 on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there? At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have. No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
We go to the third on a drizzly evening from Charleston, West Virginia. The 9-hitter, Sebastian Hernandez, leads off. The guy who keyed the double play into the bottom half of the second. Good work for Ramon Rodriguez to roll that ground ball. Nothing better to get out of a jam, Jack.
Yeah. As a pitcher, that's what you want to do right there. Get a ground ball.
Hernandez ready for the first pitch. It's inside from Jonah Adams for ball one, and away we go in the third. Eric Littlejack Withrow here from Gomart Ballpark. Looking for our first run of the evening session from the Mountain East Conference Baseball Tournament. Outside. Already an upset today. Number 1 seed in the North, Wheeling, fell 14-7 against Glenville State. So they're on in the winner's bracket. We'll see them again Friday. Cold strike brings the count to 2-1. Hernandez 1 of 5 career against Concord. Takes inside 3-1. Thirteenth outing, 12th start of the year for Jonah Adams. The 3-1 pitch. On the outer edge, a cold strike. Adams has walked 1, hit 1, given up a hit, and struck out 2. The payoff pitch from Jonah Adams. Outside, ball 4. Third consecutive inning, Point Park has managed to get the leadoff runner aboard. But, you know, in each of the first 2, that runner's been stranded aboard.
Yep.
Or stranded in the first. And a strike him out, throw him out, double play in the second.
Top of the order back up for Point Park, Eric. Chris Williams was hit by a pitch his first time at the plate tonight.
Takes low for a ball. A massive game for Chris Williams on April 26th against Wheeling in a 22-11 win. The wind must have been blowing out that day. Toss to first, the runner's back. 2 grand slams for Williams, 2 doubles, 13 RBIs. And for that, understandably, Mountain East Conference Player of the Week 2 weeks ago. If you don't get it for that stat line, I don't know what would get it for you.
That's a no-doubter.
Levels the count at 1-1. Have you ever seen anybody get that many RBIs in a game?
No, definitely not me.
10
when I was playing.
No, definitely not me either. 10 is the most I've ever seen in a game I've called. Toss to first brings the runner back. I believe that involved 2 homers. I think it was a grand slam and a 3-run shot is what pushed him over the threshold into double figures. The 1-1. Williams takes low. Guy by the name of Corey Dickerson for the Asheville Tourists when I was with the Augusta Green Jackets. He went on to have a nice career in the big leagues.
That was the old Sally League, wasn't it?
It was.
Probably still is the Sally League.
The remnants of it, yeah.
Yeah, West Virginia Power was in that.
Mm-hmm. They went away from the Sally title for a while, added it back.
Yep.
The 3-run homer, the last that hit the top of the scoreboard and bounced over. A final insult, the 2-1. Cold strike 2. Adams battling here in the 3rd inning against Chris Williams. 12 doubles for him. 4 combined hits in the ball game. No runs. Here's the 2-2. Foul to the Sweets.
Yeah, you've got the nice Sweets down the first baseline, but that's where there is no netting.
Yeah.
It'll sneak right over top of that netting into those Sweets.
You better be paying attention if you're in the Sweets.
Yes.
1 on, nobody out, the 2-2. A dribbler, third base side, foul.
Williams just a little ahead of that one on the swing.
280 average, third best on the team. 6 homers, also third best, but when you've got Olindo Pizzone and Blake Ewing ahead of you on the list, not so bad. Another 2-2. Low, ball 3. Fans getting into this one. The chatter growing as we go on. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Low and outside. Williams strikes out. Third punch out of the game from Jonah Adams. 1 gone here in the 3rd.
Yeah, nice battle by the freshman out on the mound and Jonah Adams to get that strikeout.
Felix Rodriguez hit into a fielder's choice his last time up. Just 1 of 9 career against Concord. Laced foul over the third base seats. A couple brave souls have doffed the umbrellas that they've been hiding under.
I think the weather is going to improve as we head towards the weekend.
Like the next 2 days especially.
I've got my fingers crossed.
Yeah, the next 2 days especially should be really nice.
I've got a tea time on Friday afternoon.
Ooh, there you go. The 0-1. Sent foul again. Real course of the 9-hole putt-putt behind the press box here.
I'm going big boy golf.
There you go.
Down at Sleepy Hollow down in Hurricane, West Virginia.
I made that joke in the last game that's where you were, but I don't think you ever answered that you weren't there. The 0-2, off the plate.
I gave it a look when I got here tonight.
A little wet.
Yeah.
Not sure if they squeegee those greens. The cup's probably a little full of water.
See a little bullfrog down in the cup.
The 1-2. Hit hard, but a stab made by the second baseman, Maynard. They double off the runner at first base. What a play by Maynard, reaching up to snag the liner, and they double Hernandez at first to end the inning. A rocket shot from Felix Rodriguez, but it ends in a double play. And another example of Concord flashing the leather to end the 3rd inning.
That's what they do down in Logan County, Eric. Nelson Maynard from Logan High School.
We go to the bottom of the 3rd, scoreless on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network.
Davis and Elkins College continues leading the way, and we did not slow down, even during the global health crisis. We have secured private donations and grant funding to support our growing, successful, and now accelerated nursing programs. Davis and Elkins nursing graduates have repeatedly posted 100% passing rates on nursing boards and are sought after by health organizations of all sizes, specialties, and locations. They need nurses, and we train the best.
For over 4 decades, the health plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you. with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The health plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners. Because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The health plan. Here for you.
Nick DeSanti leads off the bottom of the third for Concord. Their middle infield has been stellar in this ball game. Most recently, the second baseman, Dawson Maynard. DeSanti takes a cold strike. Maynard snagged the line drive in short right center field practically, then doubled the runner off first base to end the third. So now it's Concord's turn to try to draw first blood. DeSanti lines this the other way into right center field. That's down for a base hit. His first of the day and the team's fourth. Second inning in a row, the Concord Mountain Lions have led off with a base knock.
Gregg struck out looking his last time at the plate.
He's homered in both of his prior games against Point Park. I think that's the kind of thing that gets in the heads a little bit of both teams. Nice squares to bunt. Pops it up. Coming on, the third baseman, De La Vega. Can't get there. I think if you're Gregg, that's the kind of thing that gives you just a little boost of confidence. And if you're Point Park, you're well aware of his spot in the order.
Right. Talk about home runs. These two teams played in that game one down in Athens earlier this season. Combined for 7 home runs in one game.
22-11, the final score. A pair of grand slams for Chris Williams, the Point Park center fielder. Bunting again, pulling back. Cold strike to Gregg. I once did a game that finished 21-18 as a high school game. I think that's the most offense I've seen in one day. 22-11, that's pretty good. Pretty eventful. The 0-2. Curveball outside, and Gregg down on strikes for the second time today. One gone here in the third.
It's that breaking pitch. It goes away from him, dives out of the zone and away. And he went fishing twice here tonight and came up empty.
Jack, I think the tricky thing about it is you look at the way his offerings come in, and it's really the spin that you got to pick up on that breaking ball. And if you don't see the spin, because they both come out the same way. Dawson Maynard, strike one. Sometimes pitchers tip it in other ways, but it looks very similar coming out of his hand. Point Park turned a double play to end the second. Can they do it again here in the third? No score, 1 out, 1 on. The 1-strike pitch. Called strike 2. Well, we've seen Rodriguez wildly fluctuate between getting up in the count by 2 strikes, falling behind to the count 2 balls, and there's really not been a lot of in between. Nothing in 2 from Ramon Rodriguez. Toss to first. They got him leaning at first base. And DeSanti picked off. DeSanti like a statue. Look at that. So now with 2 outs, 2 strikes on Dawson Maynard. The offering way outside.
Rodriguez feeling comfortable now after that pickoff and trying to get Dawson to chase that one.
7th pickoff of the year for Rodriguez.
It's got a nice move.
And the 14th for Point Park. Here's the 1-2. Outside.
Always wanted to stay a little bit closer to the first base bag on my leadoff on a lefty.
And Rodriguez just showed you why. got that look right in front of you. 7 pickoffs in a college baseball season. That's impressive. Bases clean, 2 down. No score, bottom of the third. Maynard ready for the 2-2. Coming back. Curveball, swing and a miss. Maynard down on strikes. 4th punchy today from Ramon Rodriguez. And again, Concord has a base runner wiped off the base paths. A pickoff turns the complexion of the 3rd inning. We'll go to the 4th, scoreless. This is the Mountain East Conference Baseball Championship presented by the Health Plan of the Mountain East Conference Digital Network.
Davis and Elkins College continues leading the way, and we did not slow down, even during the global health crisis. We have secured private donations and grant funding to support our growing, successful, and now accelerated nursing programs. Davis and Elkins nursing graduates have repeatedly posted 100% passing rates on nursing boards and are sought after by health organizations of all sizes, specialties, and locations. They need nurses, and we train the best.
For over 4 decades, the Health Plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The Health Plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners. Because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The Health Plan. Here for you.
Sally League.
We go to the 4th, no score between Point Park and Concord. And here to take you through the middle 3, my partner, my buddy, and for the first time tonight, my co-worker on the air, my broadcast partner, Jack Withrow.
Thank you, Eric. Scoreless here, top of the 4th inning inside the Go-Mart Ballpark here in downtown Charleston, Concord and Point Park, as Jonah Adams, the right-handed freshman, back out on the mound, and a strike to Olindo Pizzone. Pizzone batting .333 coming into the tournament play as he grounds foul down the 3rd baseline. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Olindo Pizzone. Hails from Struthers, Ohio. From the windup, the 0-2. That one misses downstairs for ball 1. 4 strikeouts on the evening so far. 3 strikeouts. For Jonah Adams, he's hit a batter and walked 2. The 1-2 delivery. A breaking pitch, and that one dribbled out in front of the plate, and a nice job from behind home plate. And first team All-MAC catcher in Austin here as he throws a strike down the Stowe. 1 out. How to bring to the plate the first baseman and Blake Ewing. Ewing drew a walk his first time at the plate tonight as Adams deals to the outside for ball 1. .6'4", 235-pound junior out of Columbus, Ohio. And a big hack at that one. Came up empty. That evens up the count at 1-1. That one just off the plate, 2-1. 13 home runs. It's just behind Olindo Pizzone's 15 on the season. The 2-1 pitch. That one hit well in right field. Going back is Laverne, and he'll turn and watch it. A solo shot to right field by Blake Ewing. And he draws within 1 of his teammates. And Olindo Pizzone now with 14 home runs on the season. And 34 runs batted in. And it's 1-0 Point Park. And you could tell right off the bat that was going to get out of here. So now the right fielder and Trevor Jones will step in. Jones grounded into a fielder's choice over to his shortstop as he fouls that one off. Fifth home run given up by Jonah Adams on the season. Jones, a junior out of St. Petersburg, Florida. Grounder. That one fielded and fired down to first base by Adams. 2 down. Luis Gonzalez, the shortstop. Single to center field his first time at the plate tonight. That was back in the top of the second inning. Breaking pitch, and that one grounded foul down the third base line. And he was caught stealing at second base. 0-1 pitch, breaking pitch, and that one lifted into left field for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Luis Gonzalez continues the inning here for the Pioneers. Stayed right down on that breaking pitch and drove it into left field. Third baseman Carlos De La Vega struck out swinging his first time at the plate. He lays off of that one for ball one. Mentioned his first time at the plate tonight. He has 15 doubles on the season, a couple home runs. The 1-0 delivery. That one down and away. 2-0. 2 outs here, top half of the fourth inning, 1-0 Point Park leading Concord. In the nightcap here of the opening day of the Mountain East Conference Baseball Tournament. Adams settles just above the belt, the 2-0 pitch. That one taken for a strike. 2-1. Chilly air here tonight, 55 degrees currently. As this one got underway a little later than expected, an hour and 32 minutes after the scheduled time. A swing and a miss there, 2-2. Game one today was a marathon game, 3.5 hours. Glenville State winning that one over Wheeling 14-7. 2-2 delivery. Another breaking pitch, and he swings and misses. But the damage was done. Blake Ewing, a solo shot to right field. And Point Park leading Concord 1-0 here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
For decades, the health plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The health plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners. Because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The health plan. Here for you.
Home half of the fourth inning, 1-0. Point Park leading Concord, and it'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Mountain Lions. As the designated hitter, and Corbin Ballstick will lead things off. Ramon Rodriguez, the starting pitcher, back out on the mound as that one delivered in for a strike. Ballstick was hit by a pitch, his first appearance tonight. 1 pitch, another breaking pitch in there, a strike, 0-2. Got him right in the forearm hand area. No balls, 2 strikes on Ballstick. As Rodriguez, working from the stretch, settles right at the neck, and that one wasted back over top the press box. Count remains 0-2. That breaking pitch skips in. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Corbin Ballstick. Ballstick, a senior from Logan, West Virginia as well. The 1-2 pitch. That's a high cheese right there. And he was not able to catch up with that one. 5th strikeout of the ball game for Ramon Rodriguez. So he gets you with the breaking pitch on a left-handed pitcher away from you, and then he comes back up in on the hands with the fastball. Take a look at that replay there. Left fielder Lucas Cannon will step in now with 1 out. And a fastball just off the plate for ball 1. Cannon struck out looking his first time at the plate. Again, 1 of 5 strikeouts for Ramon Rodriguez tonight. As that fastball misses upstairs, 2-0. Rodriguez has scattered 4 hits. No walks and 5 strikeouts. And he has hit a batter. 2-0 pitch as Cannon showed bunt, then pulls back in there for a strike. 2-1 to count, 1 out here in the home half of the fourth, 1-0. Point Park leading Concord here in the opening day. Back with the fastball, 2-2. Rodriguez doing a good job of mixing up his pitches and locations. As a 2-2 delivery. That one grounded over on the right side. Hernandez fields and fires over. 2 down.
Jack, it really seems like one of those nights where Rodriguez might only need to be handed 1 run.
Yep.
Point Park would like to do a little bit more against him, but for now he's content to take that lead here into the fourth.
Yeah, he looks really comfortable right now out on the mound. With 2 outs, and right fielder Jared Laverne will step in. Laverne singled to the left side. His first time at the plate tonight. As he looks at a breaking pitch in there, a strike from Rodriguez. You know, these left-handed hitters for Rodriguez, he's kind of setting them up with that breaking pitch away and then comes back in on them. The 0-1 delivery. Bunt shown, and that one misses upstairs. 1-1 to count.
I think too many people mistakenly think you have to have a deep repertoire of stuff. You just have to be able to locate it, move it around.
Change a little speed every once in a while.
And if it's got some movement on it, all the better.
1-1 to count on Laverne. And there you go, breaking pitch, swing and a miss.
That's one thing I've noticed about the Concord hitters throughout this game. They've been off balance. No one has really been sitting on anything and gotten that pitch. Rodriguez has kept them guessing throughout.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Rodriguez again settling just at the chest, and a fastball. A strikeout number 6 for Rodriguez. We're through 4 here at Gomart Ballpark. The Pioneers leading the Mountain Lions 1-0 here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
What's possible when you have the freedom to explore things that inspire you? To be a part of a community that supports and challenges you. Where can you go to find the space and time to reach your goals? Who can you become when you're able to make connections in a place where you belong? Find out what's possible at Frostburg State University.
Top of the 5th inning here in Gomart Ballpark in Charleston, West Virginia. 2026 Mountain East Conference Baseball Tournament presented by the Health Plan. Jack Withler alongside Eric Little. Point Park, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. Concord, no runs on 4 hits and no errors. Starting pitcher Jonah Adams back out on the mound. I got him with 61 pitches. Adams has given up 3 hits, the 1 solo home run, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. And leading off will be the Point Park catcher and Felix Gonzalez.
Both pitchers have been economical, and that's because they've been able to get some double plays, a line drive double play and a strike him out, throw him out for Adams. And a ground ball double play for Rodriguez.
That one lifted out in shallow center field. That'll get down for a base hit. It's sometimes not how hard you hit it, but where you hit it, and he finds the opening area in front of Dawson Gregg out in center field.
Jack, both these offenses have really shown signs of the ability to come to life. That hasn't really come to fruition yet. But again, we're not bereft of hits in this game.
Nope. Second baseman Sebastian Hernandez will step in with a runner aboard. And Gonzalez down at first base. Showing bunt, pulls back. That one low for ball 1.
While I was out an inning ago, I went and took a look at the putt-putt course back there, and I think on the snip meter, I think it's right within our skill levels.
Okay. Again, shows bunt and pulls it back off the plate, 2-0.
Just one of the many family-friendly features at Gomart Ballpark. It's a great place to take the kids, take the family, take your friends and come out for a ball game.
Yeah.
Real asset in the community.
Throw over to first base, chases Gonzalez back into the bag. 5 stolen bases in 7 attempts on the season. So not a big threat to run over at first base. But they would like to move him over to second, and it could come from a bunt from Hernandez, but it also could come from a bad throw from the pitcher, as that one was challenging for Stowe at first base.
An athletic play to go get that and make sure it didn't get into the bullpen.
2-0 the count on Hernandez, and again, he'll show bunt here early. Trying to move the runner over, and that one in there for a strike, 2-1. They used the long ball the last half inning, try a little small ball here with the bunt. As creeping in over on the left side is Tyson Burke. And there, that fouled off the bat. Like it maybe hit the plate and came right back up.
It came back and hit the bat on the way back up, and I think if he gets the bat out of the way, that's a beautiful bunt. Otherwise, he probably moves the runner. Concord making sure it didn't hit him out of the box.
Count is even at 2-2. Adams settles Now delivers. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout there for Adams. And it holds Gonzalez over at first base for the time being. But now they got to deal with Chris Williams.
If you had your way about it, you'd like to see him come to the dish with nobody on.
Adams deals, and now in grounded down the third base line, foul. Williams came in batting .280 on the season. 26 runs batted in. 6 home runs. He's been hit by a pitch, and then he struck out swinging his last time at the plate. A 1-pitch, breaking pitch, and that one fouled back over top the screen and into the concourse there. That was going towards the putt-putt.
Yeah. Had a better chance of getting it in the hole than you and I.
No balls and 2 strikes now on Williams. And that came in on him. Second time tonight he's been hit by a pitch.
That's the second time tonight we've had a hitter have one come up on the hands or forearm. And in both cases, the home plate umpire, Roberto Patterson, was very quick to get out there and signal hit by a pitch. Let's see where this hits.
Oh, right on the forearm.
I was thinking it hit right wrist. That's the look. That's what I got out of the replay.
Get down closer to the hand, you might get that little bone that sits there on the wrist.
Yeah.
Of course, there's bone all the way up the arm. None of it feels good.
Never a great place to get hit. Of course, if you're Concord, you hope it hit the knob of the bat or the handle, and then it's foul ball.
So Felix Rodriguez will step in, the left fielder, 0 for 2 tonight. Has hit into a fielder's choice and then lined into a double play. 1 out, runners at first and second for the Pioneers as Adams checks the runner at second, now comes to the plate as that one is popped up and out of play.
Point Park has managed to get the leadoff man aboard in 4 of 5 innings tonight, and the one inning they scored is the inning where they didn't.
Again, checks the runner, now deals the 0-1. That one in there for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes on Felix Rodriguez.
If you were to come up with a soundtrack for tonight's ball game, I think you'd have to put Molly Hatchett's Flirting with Disaster on there, because both of these teams have had opportunities to do more offensively. And yet we've got just the 1 run on the solo homer.
And throw down the second. Chases Gonzalez back to the bag. Felix Rodriguez, 7 doubles, a triple, and 4 home runs, 28 runs batted in on the season. Opportunity here to add to that total. The 0-2 delivery swung on, and that one wasted back over top of the net. Count remains 0-2. 1-0 Point Park leading Concord. Glenville State already through to the winner's bracket. They defeated Wheeling earlier tonight. Our final score of 14-7. Plenty of offense in that one. Oh, 2 pitch, ground ball right side, fielded by Stowe. He'll go to second for 1. The relay not in time. As Adams a bit slow to get over to the first base bag and was kind of really just searching with his feet.
Yeah, the first base umpire indicated that maybe Adams didn't get his foot on the bag, as if maybe he lifted the foot. Well.
So now runners at the corners and 2 outs for Olindo Pizzone. Leads the team in batting average coming into tournament play with a .333 batting average. And a ground ball left side. DeSanti, he'll flip over to second to Maynard. And that will do it here in the top of the 5th. We head to the home half. When we come back, 7, 8, 9 hitters here. Stowe and Burke due up for Concord here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
What's possible when you have the freedom to explore things that inspire you? To be a part of a community that supports and challenges you. Where can you go to find the space and time to reach your goals? Who can you become when you're able to make connections in a place where you belong? Find out what's possible at Frostburg State University.
Bottom of the 5th inning, 1-0 Point Park leading Concord. Jack with you alongside Eric Little here at Gomart Ballpark in downtown Charleston for the 2026 Mountain East Conference Baseball Tournament.
And that rain seems to have dissipated. It's turned into a cool but really clear evening. You can see great view of the state capitol dome beyond the right field fence. Was obscured a little bit this afternoon by the rain.
Ball 1 on Austin here. The Concord catcher lined out to center field. His first time at the plate tonight, as that went in there for a strike from Ramon Rodriguez. 1-1 to count on here.
5 in a row put away by Rodriguez. He's cooking in this one.
The 1-1 delivery. That one lifted down in foul territory, and it is slicing. And Jones was there, but then couldn't find it. Not sure if he just really wasn't sure of where the wall was.
I think it was a little bit of skittishness over the wall. Remember, there's mounds down there, too.
Yep.
But
he was past the mounds.
I think his plan was just, let's get to the warning track and then see what happens. And he was well beyond that at that point.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Austin here. It's a new life for him. Again, Rodriguez working from the stretch, sets and delivers a fastball just off the plate on the outside. Evens up the count at 2-2.
Here out of Centerville, Indiana. About to be an exciting time to be in Indiana. The Indy 500 coming up. Big deal out there.
2-2 pitch. Again, came back with the fastball. That one's lined over top the first base dugout.
I mentioned that because we've got that's one of my 2 favorite pregame songs you get anywhere. Back home again in Indiana before the 500, then my old Kentucky home before the Kentucky Derby. In order.
2-2. And that one chopped foul at the plate. You talk about service.
Right?
A little coffee delivery right to me. One Butch Mounts.
Butch is a Butch of all trades.
There you go. Video productions crew here with us tonight. That one fouled down the first baseline.
I'd say he's a jack of all trades, but you're Jack. He's Butch.
Yeah, he's Butch, so yeah.
Yeah.
I think you got it right. Of course, we've got a split squad of video productions. We got half the crew down in Salem, Virginia doing the Mountain East Conference softball tournament this week.
Yeah.
They got underway today. Rodriguez sets and delivers again the 2-2, and that went off the plate. Full count now on Austin here.
You just love times like this in sports when so many different things are in championship season. You get this a few times a year at all levels of athletics.
Puts a little more stress on Butch, though.
Sure.
Payoff pitch coming up here from Ramon Rodriguez. And that one popped up and out of play. The battle continues here.
And the Mountain East Conference office with a split squad as well. They've got people.
Allie DeWitt down in Salem running that tournament. She does a wonderful job with the softball tournament. She needs no help.
Nah, they're all very adept at what they do. Beyond adept. That's an inadequate word. I'll find a better one.
Getting the 3-2. Breaking pitch and got him swinging. That was a 10-pitch battle between Rodriguez and Austin here.
Delicious breaking ball, and here went for it and came up empty.
7th strikeout of the evening for Rodriguez, and now the first baseman in Sam Stowe will step to the plate. Single to right field. His first time at the plate as Rodriguez deals the curveball in there for a strike. Hernandez at second base. A few steps out into the fake grass into the right field. Artificial surface all the way around the ballpark. As that one misses downstairs. Words are hard sometimes, Eric.
That happens. I mean.
But a beautiful setting here in downtown Charleston. 330 down the left field line, 320 down the right field line.
I've loved this park since my first visit.
1-1 pitch, and that one drilled into left field. Again, you see, went with the pitch on the outer part and drove it opposite field for a base hit. He's 2 for 2 tonight.
How many times do you see that out of the bottom of the order? He's somebody that's 7, 8, 9, ends up 2 for 2, 3 for 3.
See it a lot. So 1 out, and third baseman Tyson Burke.
I think too many times, and not saying that Rodriguez is guilty of this, but too many times people maybe take a break in that part of the order. And those hitters are like, hey, I'm worthy of attention too.
That one bounces in that time. Nice job by Felix Gonzalez keeping it in front of him.
Let's go with extremely proficient to talk about Allie DeWitt and the rest of the Mountain East Conference staff.
Yes.
Better than adept. Don't want to leave it at adept.
Throw over, and Stowe almost buckled him down there just for a moment, but he gathered himself, and luckily he didn't have a big lead.
Stowe kind of like a fly caught in a spider web almost.
1-0 pitch. Fastball driven out in left field. This one going back. Rodriguez to the wall, and it's out of here. 2-1 Concord off a 2-run shot to left field by Tyson Burke. That's his second home run of the season and puts the Mountain Lions up for the first time tonight. And he got all of that one.
We'll take another look. Rodriguez delivers, and Burke explodes on a fastball, and really a no-doubter. Well beyond the confines of the ballpark.
RBI number 14 and 15 for Tyson Burke. And now Nick DeSanti. The top of the order back up for Concord, and first pitch swinging off the end of the bat. Hernandez will field and fire over. 2 down. But you talked about the bottom of the lineup doing some damage, and right there is Exhibit A for Concord.
You cannot sleep on any part of a batting order in tournament play, because if that team's a tournament team, they're here for a reason. Usually means 1 through 9, they've got some punch.
So 2 down now for center fielder Dawson Gregg, who has not had a good time at the plate tonight. He has struck out twice.
Burke's homer, the 6th Concord hit of the game, their first for extra bases.
Rodriguez deals in a breaking pitch.
I think what surprises me the most about that is that Rodriguez has delivered so many breaking balls, and here Burke sits fastball and is justly rewarded.
Yeah, that one got up in the zone just enough in that wheelhouse, as they call it. And the Dunbar, West Virginia native drove it out into left field. Out there towards the Bricks and Barrel restaurant, I believe, is out there.
Yeah. Pretty good place to eat up in there.
0-1 pitch, another breaking pitch. That one lifted out into right field. Jones going back, and he's got room just ahead of the warning track. But a 2-run home run off the bat of Tyson Burke, and Concord takes the lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2-1 over Point Park here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
What's possible when you have the freedom to explore things that inspire you? To be a part of a community that supports and challenges you. Where can you go to find the space and time to reach your goals? Who can you become when you're able to make connections in a place where you belong? Find out what's possible at Frostburg State University.
It's about unlocking your potential and discovering your purpose.
It's about community and how we can better serve others.
It's about learning and doing.
It's about the journey and the road getting there.
It's about opportunities and the endless possibilities.
It's about finding where you belong, and it is here at Concord University.
It's about you, and it starts with you.
Welcome back inside Gomart Ballpark here in Charleston, West Virginia. Jack Withler alongside Eric Little. We head to the top of the 6th inning, 2-1. Concord leading Point Park. Concord, the number 1 seed out of the South. Point Park, defending Mountain East Conference Tournament champions, the number 3 seed out of the North.
In a pitcher's duel, it's been the home runs. Blake Ewing, a solo shot in the 4th to put Point Park on the board. And then Concord, a 2-run bomb just a moment ago from the 9-hitter Tyson Burke to take their first lead of the game. And speaking of, here's Ewing.
Blake Ewing, solo shot to right field. Will step in on the left side as Adams deals in a fastball. Catches the outer part of the plate for strike 1. 4 hits for Point Park tonight, 6 for Concord. 0-1 delivery and a big hefty cut there on the off-speed pitch, 0-2. The freshman sets and deals. That one fouled off down the first base line. I imagine Adams will try to keep it down in the zone on Blake Ewing.
Fool me once, shame on you, right?
0-2 pitch, and that one off the plate, outside for ball 1. The last time at the plate was looking down at the roster, 6'4", 235-pounder. He could be a linebacker. That one shot right back up the box for a base hit for Ewing. So he is 2 for 2 tonight.
Square up on running backs in the gaps, square up on fastballs, either way. Got the broad shoulders of a linebacker.
Yeah. So no outs and a runner aboard in Ewing, and Trevor Jones, a right fielder, will step in.
Well, Jack, this has been a game that's had a little bit of everything. Really good pitching, some good defense, a couple home runs, lead changes. Been a fun one.
Jones 0 for 2, a couple ground outs. As first pitch, that one up the middle, and it finds its way into center field. So back-to-back singles for the Pioneers, and they got something working here in the top half of the 6th inning.
Thought that was going to hit the mound enough to slow it up for the middle infield. It did not. And again, it's momentum shifts. Ewing, the solo homer in the 4th. Point Park takes the lead. A 2-run shot for Burke in the bottom of the 5th. Concord takes the lead. Now 2-1 to lead off the 6th.
Luis Gonzalez 2 for 2 tonight. Couple of singles, one to center field, one to left field. As Adams deals, and that one shot down the first base line, but it'll go foul. Gonzalez singled it back in the top half of the second, was caught stealing. Adams checks the runner at second a couple of times, and now the 0-1 pitch, and that went inside for ball one. Evens up the count at 1-1. Caracas, Venezuela native, and Luis Gonzalez. One delivery, and that one fouled off down the third baseline that time. Of course, head coach at Lauren Torres grew up in Miami. And you see a lot of these guys for Point Park that kind of funnel up through the Dominican, Puerto Rico, coming up through Miami, and making their way to Pittsburgh.
A couple Miami natives on this roster as well.
1-2 pitch, well off the plate, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes on Luis Gonzalez. Right into the glove of Adams. They'll double off Ewing at second base.
Thought they might have had the chance for three there, Jack, because Trevor Jones was off first as well. Adams, I think, the last in the ballpark to know the ball was in his glove.
So the double play, and now 2 outs for third baseman Carlos De La Vega. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He has struck out swinging both times. And the first pitch lifts it out into center field. Ranging back is Gregg to his right. He's underneath. He makes the catch for the final out. The Pioneers get some runners aboard, but a double play on a line out. And Jonah Adams works out of the jam there. We head to the home half of the 6th. 2-1 Concord leading Point Park here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
What's possible when you have the freedom to explore things that inspire you? To be a part of a community that supports and challenges you. Where can you go to find the space and time to reach your goals? Who can you become when you're able to make connections in a place where you belong? Find out what's possible at Frostburg State University.
It's about unlocking your potential and discovering your purpose.
It's about community and how we can better serve others.
It's about learning and doing.
It's about the journey and the road getting there.
It's about opportunities and the endless possibilities.
It's about finding where you belong, and it is here at Concord University.
It's about you, and it starts with you.
Bottom of the 6th inning, 2-1. Concord leading Point Park. Both teams down with 6 hits on the night. Starting pitcher Ramon Rodriguez back out on the mound for the Pioneers. His numbers on the night. He's faced 20 batters, 75 pitches, 52 for a strike, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. No walks and 7 strikeouts. He's hit a batter. As Dawson Maynard, the second baseman, will lead things off for the Mountain Lions. He's 1 for 2 here tonight. As he looks at a fastball in there, a strike.
Between Rodriguez and Adams, both these bullpens have been pretty quiet here in this evening's ball game.
Unlike game number 1 today.
Or hopping places.
A 1 pitch and a breaking pitch. Falls out of the zone, 1-1 to count. Middle of the infielders playing a couple steps out into the outfield as that one lifted high up into the night sky up in right center. Coming over is Jones, but he'll be called off by Williams. 1 out.
What's the big weekend here midsummer? Is that regatta? That's the big
weekend? They've got the regatta back here in Charleston.
Those bullpens look like regatta. People all over the place walking around. It's a lineup for that. It's all a Montel Jordan coming?
A little older lineup coming to town for Charleston.
That's how they do it.
As Corbin Bostic, the designated hitter, will step in over on the left side, and he looks at a breaking pitch in there, a strike from Rodriguez.
Such a thankless job.
Bow Wow is coming to town. He's no longer little Bow Wow.
Oh, no, he shouldn't be.
He's 40 years old, so he's just Bow Wow.
Yeah, that's appropriate.
Yes. Another breaking pitch. That one falls down and away for ball 1.
I always used to wonder, when do the Beastie Boys become the Beastie Men? There's a point you got to move on, right?
Yeah. Count is even at 1-1. Rodriguez period in, gets his signs. 1-1 breaking pitch in there, strike. 1-2.
Entertainment coordinator for a big festival is the most thankless job you can think of. No matter who you book, a lot of people are going to be angry. A lot of people are going to be very happy.
Brett Michaels coming to town.
Yeah.
He'll be here. Lita Ford. All the oldies as that one's grounded over on the left side. De La Vega fields and fires across the diamond. 2 down.
If you're looking for nothing but a good time, then we got that for you right here at Gilmart Ballpark. 2 more games on tap tomorrow. One of these 2 teams will be playing in them, or one of them.
Yep, got Charleston and Frostburg State. We'll get things started tomorrow afternoon. The 2 seeds from the South and the North divisions. As Lucas Cannon steps in and checks his swing, they peel down, and first base umpire says he went around for strike 1. Cannon 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out looking and then grounded out to second base. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Rodriguez again settles there just above the chin. And foul tip into the glove for strike 3 to end the inning. We're through 6 innings here in Charleston. 2-1 Concord. Continue to lead Point Park. When we come back, Eric Little back on the mic. 2026 Mountain East Conference Baseball Tournament presented by the Health Plan here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
Tomorrow's innovators, teachers, caregivers, researchers, leaders, and creators all have one thing in common. They started out just like you. At West Liberty University, you are the focus. This is a place where you will gain the skills, knowledge, and confidence to change your life and the world around you. It all starts here, with you. Visit westliberty.edu to start your journey. It's all here at West Liberty University.
Top of the 7th inning, 2-1, Concord leading Point Park. 6 hits apiece for each one. And we'll give it back to Eric Little. Eric?
Thank you so
Take
much.
it away.
Thank you so much, Jack Withrow. Felix Gonzalez, the 8-hitter, leads off for Point Park. A base hit for him his last time up. Again, the only extra base hits in this game for either team have been the home runs that have provided the only runs. Breaking ball misses inside. Blake Ewing's dinger with 1 out in the 4th put Point Park up 1-0. Concord answered with a 1-out, 2-run homer in the 5th by Tyson Berg. Ground ball to the shortstop, gobbled up by Nick DeSantini, dribbles the throw across the diamond. It's enough to get Gonzalez one away here in the 7th. Again, as I said a moment ago, we've had offense, we've had lead changes, good defense, strong pitching out of both starters. Jonah Adams for Concord and Ramon Rodriguez for Point Park. Sebastian Hernandez takes a cold strike. Really not a whole lot more you could ask for out of a tournament game. Been a very solid one. The 1-strike pitch to Hernandez. Up and in. Glenville State will play Friday at noon. They moved on to the winner's bracket, after their 14-7 win against Wheeling in the first one today. The 1-1 tapped foul. The winner here will play the middle of 3 games on Friday afternoon. The loser playing at 7 o'clock tomorrow in an elimination game, our first of the tournament against the Wheeling Cardinals. Swing and a miss, and Hernandez down on strikes. Second time he's struck out today. 2 outs here in the 7th. And 6 strikeouts for Jonah Adams. Here's Chris Williams. So again, tomorrow's schedule gives us Frostburg State Charleston at 3:30. And then Wheeling and the loser of this game at 7. Chris Williams on the first pitch lifts it into right field. Jared Laverne under it. Makes the catch to end a very quick 7th inning. And for the first time tonight, the Point Park Pioneers retired in order. Stretch time from Gomart Ballpark in Charleston. It's a 2-1 advantage for Concord from the 2026 Mountain East Conference Baseball Championships. A 7-pitch top half of the 7th inning. Concord looking to add to their 2-1 lead after retiring the side in just 7 pitches. They're going to run up against Ramon Rodriguez on for the 7th against Jared Laverne, the 6-hitter of this Concord lineup. 5 in a row retired by Rodriguez. Breaking ball outside. Tyson Burke's 2-run home run in the 5th, the difference in the ball game. Rodriguez has put aside 5 since. Here's the 1-0. Foul ball. Home plate umpire Roberto Pattison caught a healthy piece of that. So Felix Gonzalez will take his time getting this ball back to Ramon Rodriguez. Pattison behind the dish. Greg Losh at first. Chris Richards at second. Mark Mail at third. Again, Pattison did not work game 1 today. They rotate these guys in and out. The 1-0. Outside, good pitch from Rodriguez. He's hit his spots more often than not with a breaking ball. 2 balls and a strike to the freshman Laverne out of Pilot, Virginia. Check swing on 2-1. Laverne couldn't hold up. At 25-25, Concord won their first Mountain East Conference Southern Division title since 2016. Won back-to-back games against Glenville State, both by shutouts. First back-to-back shutouts for this program since 2014. The 2-2 fisted into center field. It drops for a base hit. 7th hit of the game for Concord. 6 of those hits are singles. And for just the 3rd time today, the Mountain Lions have the leadoff runner aboard for Austin here. Time called as they want to discuss some strategy. Drew Bailey, the head coach of the Mountain Lions. Conference with Laverne, the runner at first base. And the hitter Austin here, and now we'll get a mound visit for Point Park while this is going on. Again, definitely a part of the ball game where the outcome hanging in the balance. Concord would like to add to this 2-1 lead. Point Park trying to make sure this deficit stays at just 1 run. Again, they've got just 6 offensive outs with which to work. And speaking of work, their bullpen will get going. A right-hander getting loose in the Point Park bullpen. Austin here looking for his first hit of the game. He's had one in 9 of his last 12 games. Laverne at first with nobody out. Ramon Rodriguez battling. Breaking ball. Just low. 1 ball, no strikes. Concord comes in having won 4 of their last 5. It really is a new season. Some teams embody that in the tournament better than others. The 1-0 is rocketed into center field. Backing up, Chris Williams reaches up and makes the catch shy of the warning track. Laverne retreats at first base. 1 out. Williams had to go a long way back. Hold this one in front of the fence. Here's Sam Stowe, the first baseman. We talked about these bottom hitters in the lineup, 8 and 9, time called. I think Stowe was the last to find out as Point Park's Lauren Torres headed out of the mound. That's the 2nd visit this inning. And that'll be the end of the line for Ramon Rodriguez. 6 1/3 sterling innings of 2-run ball. That is exactly the kind of start you want to deliver in game 1 of a tournament. Unfortunately for Rodriguez, he leaves down 2-1 with a runner on. Gets a hearty ovation from the Point Park faithful in attendance. Rodriguez leaves. This game belongs to the bullpen. I'll tell you all about the new pitcher after this. It's 2-1 Concord with 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Back after this from Charleston on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network.
For 4 decades, the health plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The health plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners. Because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The health plan. Here for you.
No weekend plans? Try some of ours. From unrivaled outdoor adventure you won't find anywhere else in the world, to hometown plates and platters that pair well with the local craft beers. The happiest hours start here. Mountaineer Country. Come, go wild.
Ethan Parker, the new pitcher, the right-hander, senior out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 4.13 ERA, 3-3 on the season.
Sam Stowe takes a ball low and outside.
Eric, 61 innings pitched for Parker. 61 hits, 30 runs, 28 earned, 24 walks, and 51 strikeouts.
Pretty good option to back up Ramon Rodriguez. Lifted here in the 7th. Ball 2 outside to Sam Stowe. Rodriguez responsible for Jared Laverne at first base, but in 6 1/3, 2 runs, 7 hits, no walks. He hit a guy and struck out 8. A really, really fine start for Ramon Rodriguez. Toss to first, the runner's back.
So while I was going, Eric, nobody hit a home run?
No.
Okay, well.
You're not unlike me. I step out, home runs happen. Or home run singular. Runner goes, the pitch outside, good throw. It's short, it skips into center field, and Laverne up from second to take third on the throwing error. Stolen base, and Concord gets him to third with 1 out on the first Point Park error of the game.
15th stolen base for Laverne. A nice job in the slide in with his head up. And saw the ball get to the outfield. Of course, Williams playing back a bit. Had to come in and field that. And allowed Laverne to move up 90 feet.
Point Park brings the infield up with 1 out. And a crucial insurance run at third base. The 2-0. Low and outside. Excuse me, apparently it was 3. And I was looking at the scoreboard, not the score bug on our screen. So ball 4 to Sam Stowe. So 2 on with 1 away for Tyson Burke. The exact same situation that faced Burke in the second inning when he grounded into a double play to end the inning. Pioneers would love a repeat of that here. Concord trying to stretch a 2-1 lead. All 3 runs in this game have been on home runs. Blake Ewing in the 4th. And Concord's Tyson Burke in the 5th.
Yeah, I walked over to the other box here next to us with all the SIDs, Wes McKinney and Chris Thomas. And they were thanking me for getting on the mic there with the home runs.
Runner goes on a delayed steal. Throw back to the pitcher. Stowe safely into second without the throw. That wouldn't be a bad place to watch the game were we not doing this.
Exactly.
Good company over there. So now runners at second and third. Point Park not able to induce a mistake on the base pass. The 1-1 almost squirts away from Gonzalez. Extra pressure on the backstop to make sure you don't let the ball get to the backstop, the real one. And both of Burke's at-bats have been consequential in this one. A double play ball, then the second, the home run in the 5th. 3-1 as Gonzalez smothers that against the carpet.
Top of the order on deck, and DeSanti.
Top 3 hitters in this Concord order, just 2 hits between the 3 of them. Bottom 3 hitters in this order, 3 hits, including a 2-run home run. Can't predict baseball, Jack.
Nope.
The 3-1. Just off the plate, ball 4. Back-to-back walks from Parker. And the bases are full with 1 away for Nick DeSanti. In a prior meeting against Point Park, DeSanti hit a walk-off single. Looking for his second big hit against the Pioneers this season. It's upstairs from Parker.
He's 1 for 3 tonight. He ripped one out into right field in his second at bat tonight.
The 1-0 out of play. Parker trying to escape the jam. Jared Laverne singled, stole second, took third on the error. With one out, Sam Stowe walked, stole second, and Burke walked. Concord desperately looking for an insurance run here in the last of the 7th inning with one away. The 1-1 pitch. Check swing, foul tip, strike 2. Big pitch coming here from Ethan Parker. The 1-2 downstairs. Both of these dugouts filled to the brim with guys that are on the rail. Like the energy in this ballpark tonight. DeSanti awaits the 2-2. On the outer edge. They say he did not offer 3-2.
Parker wanted that one.
DeSanti did as well, thought better of it. Nowhere to put him. One away, bases loaded. 2-1 Concord advantage here in the 7th. The 3-2 from Parker. Foul to the backstop. Concord's got the second best batting average in the Mountain East Conference. Doesn't take a big fly, poke one through the infield. It's all the Mountain Lions need here in the 7th. Another 3-2 pitch. Low and outside, ball 4. That'll get an insurance run home. DeSanti walks with the bases loaded. Third walk of the inning. The lead grows to 3-1. Jack, this is where it's really got to be frustrating because all three of these base runners, they're on walks. Run charge to Rodriguez, by the way.
27th walk for DeSanti on the season. That's his 24th RBI.
Dawson Gregg takes the ball outside. 3 walks in this outing for Parker. 27 in 61 innings of work. Just 4 strikes so far in 17 pitches, 13 balls. The 1-0, swing and a miss. (3-1) Concord. The Mountain Lions add to the lead. Nick DeSanti draws the bases loaded, base on balls. 1-1, foul to the screen. Stowe at third, Burke at second, Nick DeSanti at first base. Concord looking for a big hit to rip this one wide open. Here's the 1-2 off the plate.
By the way, Eric, it's 10:30 here on the East Coast. It's time for some West Coast baseball scores.
Please do.
Although the Reds and the Cubs are tied up at 6 apiece in the middle of the 10th inning out in Chicago.
Cubs have lost in walk-off fashion the last 2 nights.
You don't have to remind me.
The 2-2, pop foul. I think I said that wrong. The Cubs have defeated the Reds in walk-off fashion. Sorry about that,
yes,
Jack. Just want to make sure that's
accurate, yes.
Correct for every other viewer. Take it you're a Reds fan?
I am.
My brother's a Cubs fan. My nephew calls them Go Cubs Go because of the song. Bases full, 1 away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Dawson Gregg. Long pause from Parker. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Who else is in action out west? My Buccos are in action. Paul Skeens on the mound.
Leading 1-0. Mid fourth inning, out there playing the Diamondbacks.
Brandon Lau with a home run.
Yep. Solo shot. That's his 9th of the season.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming to Dawson Gregg. The leg kick and the delivery. The 2-2, rocketed down the line in right, bending, foul.
Kind of pulled that one.
Just a little bit too much. Nearly missed a grand slam. Homered in each of the first 2 meetings against Point Park, and I'm sure Parker well aware of that fact. Another 2-2, the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Gregg ready and slices it down the line at third. The catch made. They're not able to double the runner-up. What a play by Carlos De La Vega, and heads up to try to turn 2 out of it.
Yeah, great play by De La Vega. And he almost got Stowe doubled off at third base.
And the awareness from Stowe to realize that was a possibility.
Well, it was pretty much coming right at him. As we take a look at the replay. Yeah, we're not going to get as quick, but
that's a high-level tournament play out of both of those individuals right there.
Stowe could have caught it as well.
Yeah. For what it's worth. So after a 9-pitch at bat, an 8-pitch at bat, Gregg lines out to De La Vega at third base. And Dawson Maynard out of Logan, West Virginia, the 7th batter this inning. A run already home, bases full. Could the regional star be the star tonight? Not on that pitch. Swing and a miss.
You're not a Mets fan, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay. I know they have struggled mightily on the season, but they lead right now with the Rockies 4-0 in the bottom of the 4th of that one.
I believe the Rockies swept them earlier this year.
I've been to a ball game out in Denver.
I want to go to that ballpark. It's very high on the list. 0-1. Cold strike on the outer edge. Maynard down 0-2.
Went out there in late July. Of course, you can look out and into the mountains and see the snow up on the mountain peaks.
Great sunsets.
And they've got a line drawn into the seats on the stadium where the mile marker is, so we had to go up and sit in those seats.
Maynard fouls off the 0-2. So you joined the Mile High Club is what you're telling me.
Sort of.
In a way,
yeah.
A club, maybe not the club. Bases full, 2 outs.
Brewers are beating the Cardinals. Excuse me, that's final. As a Reds fan, you like to see that.
Here's the 0-2 to Maynard. Check swing. He held up. I'm an NL Central guy, so again, it's kind of a wash for me one way or the other.
The Mariners beat the Braves tonight. Of course, the Mariners used to have the affiliate here in Charleston with the West Virginia Power.
The 1-2, swing and a miss. Maynard down on strikes. And Concord strands the bases loaded. They get a run in the 7th inning and stretch their lead. But a bit of a win for Point Park to avoid further damage. We go to the 8th inning. It's a 3-1 Concord lead on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network. On to the 8th inning. Concord, good news and bad news. The good news, they grow their lead. The bad news, they leave the bases full. Will they be wishing they managed to get more? We'll find out. Point Park has the heart of the order up. 2, 3, 4 hitters.
Eric, I talked about the Mountain East Conference softball tournament taking place starting today down in Salem, Virginia. Winners today, Charleston over Davis and Elkins. Frostburg State over Concord. Glenville State got the win over West Liberty, and Fairmont State defeated West Virginia State. In day number 1 down at the Moyer Sports Complex in Salem, Virginia. It's always a fun event to go down there. Of course, I didn't get to go down this year.
That part of Virginia is just a beautiful part of Virginia to drive around, drive through. Some great complexes down there.
Yep. They did, I believe, a $60 million renovation to the Moyer Sports Complex.
The 1-1 popped out of play.
While that was happening, they went over to another complex in the Roanoke area.
Is that the Botetourt?
Botetourt Sports Complex, and it sets out in the countryside.
I've worked at that place.
I mean, beautiful.
It is fantastic. That's Botetourt County, right?
Yes.
The 1-2. Another foul ball over the dugout. We would ask you to spell Botetourt because that's...
Yeah, if you go down there and you say Botetourt, you're not from there.
Yep. It is one of those kind of places geographically. We have plenty of those here in West Virginia.
Yep, hurricane.
Uh-huh. Tell on yourself.
Kanawha River.
Kanawha.
Whatever you want to say it, but nope, that's wrong.
1-2, tap foul. It's always what you see rookie newscasters.
Yeah, here in Charleston.
The emergency alert system. All that good stuff.
Of course, I do a podcast, and on the transcript of the podcast, when I say Canal Valley, it's C-A-N-A-L.
The 1-2 up and away. From Jonah Adams, who's pitching in his 8th inning for these Concord Mountain Lions. He is throwing a solid ball game today. Just the home run to Blake Ewing, the lone blemish on his record. Here's the 2-2. Grounded through the left side, and Rodriguez singles to lead off the 8th for Point Park.
Again, we've seen that a few times here, that outside pitch and going with it to the opposite field.
I feel like hitting coaches went away from that kind of philosophy for a long time, going for things like launch angle and so on and so forth. But you know what? It's like in football. You take what they give you.
Yep. So many places have the TrackMan now that tracks all of that.
Uh-huh. Olindo Pizzone looks for his first hit of the game and instead is hit. And this one caught him on the inside arm from the looks of it. That's not something you see every day. Got him on the right arm. What did we say a moment ago? The good news for Concord, they added to their lead in the 7th. The bad news, they left the bases full and now maybe wishing they had more.
Well, the go-ahead run at the plate, and now time is called, and I believe they're going to go to the bullpen.
So we see Pizzone hit on that right elbow. Speaking of a guy that wishes he had more cushion. 2 hitters into the 8th inning. That'll be all for Jonah Adams. There is work in the Concord bullpen, or is this just a pep me up talk? Sure is.
Yeah. Drew Bailey was indicating somebody get hot quickly. And it looks like it's going to be a right-hander out in the bullpen. We're trying to get the number on that one. But that was a quick visit from second-year head coach Drew Bailey, who played at Concord and was the head coach at Bluefield State before coming back to Athens.
Blake Ewing, a homer in the 4th. The pitch to him here, up and away. Hasn't been retired, walked in the 1st, also singled in the 6th, but his homer put Point Park on the board. It was the first run of this ball game. Concord got a 2-run bomb in the 5th from Tyson Burke, and they added one on a bases loaded walk in the 7th. The 1-0. Grounded through the right side. It's a base hit. Rodriguez around 3rd. He'll score. The throw into second base. They hold the runner at 3rd, And Ewing's RBI single cuts the lead in half. It's a 3-2 ball game here at the top of the 8th inning.
And still no outs. And now we're going to have a pitching change.
Both Point Park runs off the bat of Blake Ewing. Crushes a base hit through the right side. Pizzone at third. Now the tying run. Ewing at first. The go-ahead run. And Adams saunters off the mound. Faced 3 hitters in the 7th inning. Didn't retire any of them. But hands it over to the Concord bullpen. 3-2 Concord. Point Park threatening here in the 8th inning. We're back after this on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network. Elijah Green on out of the Concord bullpen. Game hanging in the balance. Point Park got a single from Felix Rodriguez. Olindo Pizzone hit by a pitch. Blake Ewing's single plated Rodriguez. And has trimmed Concord's lead back to a run at 3-2. Elijah Green, the right-hander, on for Concord.
Take a look at the numbers on Green. He's a freshman out of Frankfort, West Virginia. Played at Greenbrier East High School. 0-1 on the season. This is his 10th appearance out of the bullpen. 8 1/3 innings pitched. A 4.32 ERA for Green.
Trevor Jones in search of his second hit of the game. Would tie this thing up. The first pitch to him is hit into right center field. It's down. We're tied at 3. Pizzone comes home from third. That's all the way to the fence. Ewing pulls in at third base on an RBI double by Trevor Jones. And it's a brand new ball game, knotted at 3 apiece here in Charleston.
Yeah, just saw the first pitch he liked and drove it out into the gap.
A rude welcome for Elijah Green.
28th RBI of the season for Trevor Jones. And action again in the bullpen for Concord.
Luis Gonzalez with 2 hits already today. The pitch upstairs. Green stumbling off the mound on for the 10th time this season. Just 8 1/3 innings of work. The 5th earned run he's allowed just now. And the 7th hit he's allowed. 2-0. Of the 7 hits that Green has allowed, that's the 3rd double he surrendered.
Yeah, opposing batters just batting 194 against him.
Infield up for Concord, trying to cut down the go-ahead run at the plate with nobody out. Get me over curveball in for a strike. Things starting to pick up in the hit category for both teams. Concord's got 3 this inning. Or Point Park's got 3 this inning, excuse me. Swing and a miss. 2-2. 9 today. The runner at third base, Ewing, belongs to the starter, Jonah Adams. The 2-2 up and in. So believe it or not, as well as Adams pitched, he could still wind up as the losing pitcher in this game. Nobody out, first base is open. A walk, not the worst outcome here for Elijah Green. Gonzalez waits the payoff pitch, breaking ball high, and Gonzalez walks to load the bases. Well, Jack, that took discipline.
Yeah.
That was a hang 'em and bang 'em curveball. He loads the bases for Carlos De La Vega.
Infield still in for Concord. Now they push the middle of the infield back to regular depth.
Good replay, by the way, shows us that curveball was letter high. De La Vega sends this one in the air, deep left field, should score the run. Cannon makes the catch for the first out, and Point Park leads the ball game for the first time since the 5th inning on a sacrifice fly from Carlos De La Vega. Ewing scores. It's a 4-3 Pioneer advantage.
That's all he needed to do. Get the ball out to the outfield somewhere. And he got it deep enough to allow the runner to tag up at third base. They appeal over to third. The umpire
checked to make sure he didn't leave early.
Yep.
On a warmer, on a balmier summer night, Jack, that might have flown out of the park. On this cool, rainy, gloomy day, it does not.
Although we've seen 2 home runs tonight.
That'll be
one
the
of the towering home run to right field, and then that Burke line drive home run to left field.
Sure. That will be the end of the line for Elijah Green. He faces 3, retires 1 of them, and 2 of the hitters bring in runs. Both of the runs, by the way, charged to the starter Jonah Adams. Concord goes back to the bullpen with 1 out in the 8th inning. Point Park still in business with runners at first and second base. They can add to their brand new 4-3 lead. Already a 3 spot in the 8th, looking for more. Back from Charleston after this on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there? At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have. No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
The new pitcher for Concord is Ryder Wagenacht, on for the 18th time this year. 16 innings. He's walked 17, struck out 20, and allowed 7 earned runs and 17 hits in 16 innings. Wagenacht inherits runners at first and second, just 1 out. A 3 spot already in this 8th inning for Point Park. And they take their first lead since Tyson Burke's 2-run homer in the 5th inning for Concord. 4-3 Point Park. And again, the stakes are pretty big here. The winner gets a day off, and they will move on to play Friday afternoon, the middle game of 3 on Friday. The loser comes back tomorrow to take on the Wheeling Cardinals in an elimination game at 7 p.m. So whoever loses this game back in less than 24 hours with their season on the line. Been a very tense game throughout. Point Park grabbed the lead in the 4th inning on Blake Ewing's solo homer. Burke gave Concord the lead with a 2-run bomb in the 5th. They added to it the bases loaded walk in the 7th. But again, left the bases full, denied more, and Point Park makes them pay with 3 here in the 8th. Felix Gonzalez, the 7th man to bat this inning for Point Park. 1 for 3 with a base knock in the 5th. Trevor Jones at second, Luis Gonzalez at first. Ryder Wagenacht, 3rd pitcher of the game for Concord, fires low for ball. Felix Rodriguez singled. Olindo Pizzone hit by a pitch. Blake Ewing's single cut the lead to 1. Trevor Jones doubled home the tying run. Luis Gonzalez walked to load the bases. Carlos De La Vega's sac fly gave Point Park the lead. The 1-0 to the screen to even the count at 1-1. And Gonzalez, 360 on that swing. But we've already had the Mountain East Conference tumbling championships.
I think we did up at Fairmont State.
Gonzalez staking his claim for next year.
That's an event I've never been to.
Me neither. I have a unique blend of competitive cheerleading and gymnastics. 1 out, 2 on. The 1-1. Called strike 2. Good breaking ball from Ryder Wagenecht. Love these relievers that come out of the pen with the hair flowing out of the back of the cap. That's a good reliever look. Trying to be the fireman here for the Concord Mountain Lions. Now down a run. Wagenecht's 1-2. Low and outside. Good save from Austin here. Again, we'll see the winner again on Friday afternoon and the loser in 24 hours, less than. Gonzalez ready for the 2-2. Swing and a miss. And a big-time strikeout for Ryder Wagenecht.
Nice pitch to the right-hander down and away, and he went fishing for it.
Gonzalez sharing some intelligence with Sebastian Hernandez. And now it's Point Park. They'll put up the 3 spot in the 8th and looking to add more to it. A long pause for Wagenecht. Here's the pitch. Did he hold up? Sure did. They appeal and say it's ball 1. Oh for 2 with a walk today. Hernandez. The 2 on and 2 outs. Here's the 1-0. Stroke to the left side and through for a base hit. Jones around third. Here comes Cannon to throw. It gets through. Scoring, standing up. Jones makes it a 5-3 ball game.
Another nice piece of hitting there by Hernandez. And Jones was running all the way, didn't slow down around third base, as Cannon's throw was not cut off.
Another important contribution from a bottom-of-the-order player, the 9-hitter Sebastian Hernandez.
Head coach Lauren Torres down at third base on the windmill there.
The 9th hitter this inning is Chris Williams. He takes a strike. And that's if you're at second base and you see that ball go through with 2 outs, that's a send you know you're getting 10 of 10 times. 100 out of 100. 2 on for Williams, the 0-1, swing and a miss. It's the 4th hit of the inning for Point Park. Also had a guy hit and also had a guy walked. A 4 spot for Point Park. They lead it by a pair here in the 8th. Wagenecht from the belt. The 2-strike pitch. We'll do it again. Twelve doubles this year for Williams. Wouldn't Point Park love a 13th right here? Would be the cherry on top of what's been a really sweet 8th inning for the Pioneers. Another 0-2 from Ryder Wagenecht. Gets away from the catcher here, and the runners move up 90 feet. You're fine to let the force play lapse. But now, a base knock scores 2. Concord trying to mitigate further damage. Williams ready for the 1-2. Curveball outside, check swing, and he went. Williams down on strikes to end the inning. But 1 1/8 inning for Point Park. They send 9 to the plate and score 4 times and take a 5-3 lead into the bottom of the 8th inning from Charleston in the Mountain East Conference Baseball Championship presented by the Health Plan.
Davis and Elkins College continues leading the way, and we did not slow down, even during the global health crisis. We have secured private donations and grant funding to support our growing, successful, and now accelerated nursing programs. Davis and Elkins nursing graduates have repeatedly posted 100% passing rates on nursing boards and are sought after by health organizations of all sizes, specialties, and locations. They need nurses, and we train the best.
For over 4 decades, the Health Plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The Health Plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners. Because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The Health Plan. Here for you.
Ethan Parker continues out of the Point Park bullpen and has now been handed the keys to the kingdom and a 5-3 lead, thanks entirely to the 4-run top half of the 8th inning. Blake Ewing's RBI single cut the deficit to 1. Trevor Jones tied it with an RBI double. Carlos De La Vega's sac fly gave Point Park the lead. Sebastian Hernandez with an RBI single to add to it. First pitch from Parker is in there for a strike on Corbin Bostic. 4, 5, and 6 hitters for Concord in this 8th inning. Down 5-3 now with just 6 outs with which to work. 0-2. Bostic goes fishing. Seven hits for Concord, all of them singles except Tyson Burke's 2-run homer in the 5th. The 0-2 off the plate. And it goes back to this, Jack. We talked about this earlier. They had a bases-loaded walk to force in what was an insurance run at the time, but then failed to get anything more out of that threat in the 7th.
Yep.
The 1-2 outside. So many times in baseball, especially, when you fail to take advantage of that opportunity to score runs and to add on, it comes back to bite you in the end.
Concord has stranded 6 runners on base tonight.
2-2, a dribbler foul, first base side.
Point Park was stranding a bunch of runners as well. They've stranded 8 tonight, but did not in that top of the 8th inning. They hung a 4 spot on the scoreboard.
They have been equal opportunity when it comes to not taking advantage of all their opportunities tonight. The 2-2. Curveball ripped into left center field, down for a base hit, and Bostic leads off the 8th inning with his first knock of the ball game.
Good start for the Mountain Lions. Lucas Cannon, though, 0 for 3 tonight.
This has been an excellent tournament game, Jack. You've had lead changes, momentum shifts, defensive plays, pitching, hitting, teams taking advantage of opportunities, teams not taking advantage of opportunities. Been a lot of fun. Not done yet as this one's rocketed into center field and down for a base hit. So Bostic and Cannon with back-to-back singles to open up the 8th inning. And Jared Laverne bats with 2 on and nobody out. The Lions trying to roar back.
Tying run aboard, and Cannon Laverne 2 for 3 on the evening.
That was letter high, and Laverne turned it around. Or Cannon turned it around. Here's Laverne. Squares to bunt, pulls back, takes a strike.
Eric, do you bunt in this situation? Nobody out.
Again,
Move the tying run in scoring position.
I'm of the school that outs are your most precious commodity. I don't like that idea, but you bunt here with nobody out and maybe try to have 2 chances to tie this game. Fouled away for strike 2. So I guess what I'm trying to say is if I were to bunt, this is a situation where it wouldn't be a bad one to do it.
But you do not like to.
I do not like to give up my outs.
Give it out. Yep.
Yeah. They are your most precious commodity as far as I'm concerned, especially here in the 8th inning. You've got just 6 left. Point Park with work in their bullpen, a right-hander getting loose. Parker, the second pitcher of this game for Point Park. Here's the 0-2. Gets away from the catcher. They appeal and say he didn't go. It's ball 1. And that moves the runners up 90 feet. Bostic to third and Cannon to second base.
What's better than a sac bunt? A ball to the backstop.
Laverne, with first base occupied at the time the pitch was thrown, would not have been able to go to first. So not a strikeout. But the runners advance, and now Drew Bailey, the Concord head coach, wants a conference.
Harold Boyce warming up for Point Park, the 6'4" senior right-hander out of Bakersfield, California.
He looks a little longer and lankier than 6'4" from here. Long arms. Time is called. I think they're warning Parker of something he's maybe doing to come close to a balk. Second base umpire Chris Richards has a word. Infield up at the corners with nobody out. The 1-2 coming to Jared Laverne. Lifted into left center field. That's down for a base hit. 1 run scores. Cannon around third. The throw all the way home. And we're tied at 5 on a base knock by Jared Laverne. He's into second on the throw. Jared Laverne. Maybe a frustration play out of Williams in center field, but that wasn't a wise move to send that ball all the way home because you put Laverne in scoring position with nobody out. This is the go-ahead run right here.
Yeah, of course, you couldn't cut that one off. He threw it so high.
Austin here sends it over the backstop. Well, I think that's where you just got to let your emotions or control your emotions there. They do score that a double. Here sends it down the right field line out of play. They scored a double, but again, you don't send that throw on such a rainbow arc. Maybe there's a play at second base. Here looking for his first hit of the game. He won't find it at this at-bat. Strikes out on a breaking ball, low and outside, 1 gone. Bostic and Cannon with back-to-back doubles to open, or back-to-back singles to open the inning. A wild pitch sends him to second and third. Jared Laverne's double ties the game at 5, ties the hit column at 10. And that's the only hit in this game of the 20 hits. The only extra base hit in this game that wasn't a home run.
Yep, we're going to see a pitching change here, Eric.
Parker's night is done after an inning of work. The last 2 outs of the 7th and the first out here in the 8th. A right-hander coming on for Point Park. Game hanging in the balance. Laverne is the go-ahead run. He's at second base with 1 away in the 8th inning in a tie ball game. We'll tell you about it after this from Charleston.
4 decades, the health plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia, a steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The health plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners, because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The health plan, here for you.
Concord bats with 1 away in the 8th inning. Sam Stowe will face the new right-hander, Harold Boyce.
Boyce, a 4.95 ERA. He's got a record of 8-3. He has started some games, 9 starts on the season.
They intentionally walk Sam Stowe to set up the double play. Here's Tyson Burke. That's a risky proposition. Burke has a home run in this game. And this is a pulling out the stops move here for Point Park. Again, Boyce, like you said, 16 appearances. He's made 9 starts, 3 of them complete games. Burke squares the bunt, pulls back, and takes a ball.
And he's given up 7 home runs this season.
Burke's 2-run bomb in the 5th gave Concord the lead. They added to it in the 7th. Point Park took it back in the top of the 8th with 4 runs, and now Concord scored twice in the 8th to tie the game at 5 and looking for more. The 1-0 to Burke. A ground ball left side. Glove to third. De La Vega to second for 1 around the horn, and the double play. Burke stumbles over the bag. Not sure if he was trying to beat that out and tripped over the bag, or going to make a headfirst dive at the last second, but either way, it's an around-the-horn double play to end the inning, and the game stays tied at 5 as we go to the 9th inning. What a ball game from Charleston. The 5-4-3 double play. Yeah, he was trying to lunge for it and stumbled, gave it his all. And we go to the 9th inning, tied at 5 from Charleston.
What's possible when you have the freedom to explore things that inspire you? To be a part of a community that supports and challenges you. Where can you go to find the space and time to reach your goals? Who can you become when you're able to make connections in a place where you belong? Find out what's possible at Frostburg State University.
Nine to the plate in the Point Park 8th inning. They scored 4 times and took a 5-3 lead, only for Concord to tie the game in the bottom half of the 8th on Jared Laverne's 2-run double. So we're knotted at 5. 10 hits apiece. Ryder Wagenknecht will face the 2, 3, and 4 hitters who lead off this 9th inning. The second straight inning in a row, these 3 have led off the inning for Point Park. Again, what a ball game this has been, Jack. The loser will come back tomorrow night to play for their season at 7 o'clock against the Wheeling Cardinals. And again, when you face the 1 seed in the loser's bracket, that's not where you really want to be.
Yeah.
And then the winner on to the middle game of 3 on Friday. Well, they will take on either Frostburg State or Charleston.
Frostburg State and Charleston tomorrow, 3:30. You and Mark on that call?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, I hope you know what your schedule is. I know I'm not on it.
If you're not, then it must be me. Here's Felix Rodriguez batting for the second time in as many innings and 5th today. lined into a double play in the third. Wagenknecht from the belt. Pitch to Rodriguez, a strike on the outer edge.
Yeah, I was over at the other side of the press box here talking to the SIDs and somebody, and I can't remember who said it. So they were going to go to extra innings in this game. I'm going to go over and strangle them. I'm going to be right back.
At what point did they say that?
I believe it was the last time I was over there.
What was the score at that time?
It was 5-3, I believe.
I think that's justifiable in a court of law. Just some things by code you don't talk about in a press box.
Yep.
That's one of them. What a ball game this has been, though, Rodriguez. I keep saying it, but
yeah,
it's had a little bit of everything.
Great game.
What more could you want out of a tournament game? The 1-1. Hare tried to bring it down into the zone, couldn't. 2-1. It's had a little bit of everything except extra base hits. Just 4 of them today. Each team has a double. Each team has a homer. Rodriguez ready and drives the 2-1 foul. That clipped
one of the yanked that one.
Yeah, that clipped one of the banners on the concourse.
That looked like UC SID Luis Adisi's tee shot on number 1 up at Little Creek Golf Course. Just yanks one into the woods. Hope she's not listening, watching tonight.
Wagenknecht's 2-2. Low it inside. Did it hit him? Yes, it did. It caught Rodriguez.
Right on the inside, looked like of his back leg.
4th batter that's been plunked. And that'll end Wagenknecht's evening. He'll hand the ball to head coach Drew Bailey. And with nobody out and the go-ahead run on first base in the 9th inning, we'll get a call to the bullpen. Tied at 5 in the Mountain East Conference Baseball Championship from Gomar Ballpark in Charleston.
What's possible when you have the freedom to explore things that inspire you? To be a part of a community that supports and challenges you. Where can you go to find the space and time to reach your goals? Who can you become when you're able to make connections in a place where you belong? Find out what's possible at Frostburg State University.
Caden Varela-Payne making his first relief appearance of the season for the Concord Mountain Lions does so as the Lions are trying to stave off going to the losers bracket, becoming the second number 1 seed today to do so. Tied at 5. To play on here in the top of the 9th inning, Point Park with a runner at first base, Olindo Pizzone, the 3-hitter who leads the league with 15 home runs, striding to the plate against his right-hander, Caden Varela-Payne.
Yeah, their ace usually on the season with 13 starts. 6 complete games, 77 2/3 innings pitched. Giving up 41 runs, 36 earned runs, 25 walks, and 88 strikeouts. Opposing teams batting .232 against a 6'2 righty from Raleigh, North Carolina. Transfer from Catawba Valley Community College.
So here's Olindo Pizzone, and he's hit for the second time in as many innings.
Got him right in the midsection.
5th batter plunked today by Concord pitching.
You got to think this guy, and I'm not sure if, years past, but he's used to starting a game.
In fact, he's the
thrust right into the game here.
He's the only Concord pitcher on this staff that has not made a relief appearance this season.
And, you know, he's probably not used to coming out of the bullpen at 11:15 at night.
No, that is a unique thing. And I know in tournament baseball, coaches look at it in terms of not what has my guy done before, it's what do I think he can do.
Yeah. Can he get us out of this inning?
But nonetheless, it is a unique spot. 2 on, nobody out. Blake Ewing, the batter. Strike on the outside corner. Ewing vehemently disagrees. Three hits today for Ewing. 2 of them have brought home runs. His homer in the 4th got the scoring started. A called second strike on the outside corner. Ewing looking to battle back. 2 on, nobody out. Tied at 5. Top of the 9th inning in Charleston. The 0-2 ran inside, and I think Ewing got a piece in a protective swing. Home plate umpire Roberto Pattison says, hey, you don't need to go out and speak to the pitcher. That one looked like it sawed him off, and Varela Payne more than happy to exchange words with Ewing. 2 on, nobody out. Game hanging in the balance here in the 9th inning in Charleston. Ewing ready, the 2-strike pitch. Called, strike 3 on the inside edge.
Just blew that one right past him. He said, okay, you want some of this? You want to flex on me? Here you go. Fastball right down the middle.
That was a battle of alpha personalities right there.
That it was.
And it wasn't anything fancy either. Varela Payne just threw him the gas on the inside corner. So here's Trevor Jones. Breaking ball that time just off the plate. RBI double from Jones in the 8th inning. Tied the game at 3. We're knotted at 5 here in the 9th. The 1-0. Hit the other way into right field. Jared Laverne comes on, can't get there. Here comes Rodriguez around third. The throw's cut off, and Point Park leads 6-5 in the 9th inning on Trevor Jones' 3rd hit of the ball game.
Just reached out and poked it into shallow right field. That's all he needed to do to score Rodriguez from second base.
Pizzone to third. Concord not out of the woods yet. Down a run here in the 9th inning. And Luis Gonzalez up. Called strike. Second RBI of the game from Jones. 3rd hit of the day. 1st of the inning here for Point Park. First 2 batters of the inning were plunked, and then with 1 out, Jones laces a single into right field to put Point Park back on top. That one's upstairs. Check swing, and he went. 0-2. Point Park has led this game 1-0, 5-3, and now 6-5. Looking to add to that lead here with 1 away in the 9th inning. Caden Varela Payne, the Concord ace, fires and swung on and missed by Gonzalez. 2 outs. And again, Varela Payne threw just Friday, so not on normal rest, even though he's on 5 days rest. Usually in college, these guys have a week off.
Yep.
In case you're wondering, Concord will have the top of the order up in the 9th inning. So Point Park would like to add to this 1-run lead as Carlos De La Vega takes the ball down. His sacrifice fly in the 8th gave Point Park what at the time was a 4-3 lead. They lost the lead, now have a new one at 6-5, the 1-0. Pop foul. In the first 9 half innings of this game, we saw a total of 1 run. In the last 4 half innings of this game, we have seen runs in all of them and 8 total runs. Jones steals without a throw, so he's to second base. Concord happy to let him have that. With 2 outs, they're focused on Carlos De La Vega. What I'm saying is business is picked up here at Gomart Ballpark. The 2-1. It's cranked to the shortstop. DeSanti on one hop. Dribbles it across the infield, and it's in time to retire De La Vega to end the inning. But Point Park grabs a run on Trevor Jones. RBI single into right field. And we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Point Park, the 3 seed, looking to become the second 3 seed of the day to win. They lead at 6-5 to the bottom of the 9th in Charleston.
Decades, the health plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The health plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners. Because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The health plan. Here for you.
Top of the order up against Harold Boyce on out of the Point Park bullpen. Boyce making his 16th appearance. He intentionally walked Sam Stowe in the 8th inning to set up the double play, and then Tyson Burke obliged by grounding into an around the horn double play. And now Boyce 3 outs away from getting the win. Nick DeSanti takes a cold strike on the outside corner. Dawson Gregg, Dawson Maynard to follow. These 3 hitters have a combined 2 hits between them. DeSanti drew a bases loaded walk in the 7th, and he takes a cold strike on the outer edge. 0-2. That stretched the Concord lead to 3-1. Concord failed to add to it. Point Park made them pay in the 8th. The 0-2. Ground ball. Boyce reaches back, makes the stab, flips it to first, 1 away.
Nice athletic move there by Boyce as he's coming off, the right-hander coming off the mound.
Falls off to the first base side, managed to make that. It could have gone wrong a lot of different ways. Yep. It doesn't. Dawson Gregg homered each of the first 2 regular season meetings with Point Park. He's 0 for 4 today. Came into this tournament 9 of his last 20 with 4 extra base hits. Hitless today, the first pitch. Cold strike on the inner edge.
What I like about Boyce right now, he's filling up the zone.
That is imperative when you come out of the bullpen. Especially if you're trying to hold on to a 6-5 win that saves your bullpen. The 0-1. It's to first base. It hit the foot of Gregg. It's a foul ball. Again, the loser back tomorrow night to take on Wheeling. And who would have thought tomorrow night in the elimination game we could have both 1 seeds squaring off against one another? We're 2 outs away from that exact scenario here in this Mountain East Conference baseball tournament. What a first day. Glenville State scores 4 in the first inning, and they win 14-7 over Wheeling. And now this 8th and 9th inning has been absolutely bonkers. Been back and forth in the last 2 innings. 6-5 Point Park. The pitch. Gregg pokes it foul out of play beyond the third base seats. This was a 3-1 ball game. Concord had the lead after 7 innings. 11 runs in the ball game. 8 of them over these, or 7 of them rather, over these last 2 innings. Pitch foul to the screen.
Of course, this tournament and this conference has got some history of some wild games here taking place. This used to be, of course, the WVIAC back in the day when they played down in Princeton.
Yeah.
And then the Mountain East Conference took over in 2013. They played these games down at Epling Stadium in Beckley.
0-2, a high pitch that's grounded to the left side. De La Vega at third's got to hurry, throws off line, and the tag applied by Blake Ewing. 2 gone. The throw ran toward the home plate side, and an excellent tag by Ewing. Greg probably didn't like it. It knocked the helmet off. 2 gone. See how high that one ran on Greg. Down to their final out. A cold strike on Dawson Maynard. Concord looking to get something going with 2 outs. One ball and a strike. Boyce missed upstairs. Harold Boyce, staff leader in innings pitched after this appearance tonight. Maynard 1 for 4. The 1-1. Point Park 1 strike away from sending the second 1 seed of the day to the loser's bracket. 2 outs, bases clean. The 1-2 from Boyce. Low and outside. Corbin Bostic on deck. Maynard would love to stretch the inning to give him a chance. 10 home runs, leads the team. That's Bostic's total. 2 outs, the 2-2 pitch from Harold Boyce. Tapper foul, third base side. Jared Laverne down in the 6th spot has 3 hits today, including a 2-run double in the 8th inning. The 9-hitter Tyson Burke with a 2-run homer. Boyce with another 2-2. Upstairs, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 6 of Concord's 10 hits from the bottom 4 spots of their order. Maynard, the 3-hitter, trying to break that trend. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Boyce deals. Swing and a miss. Concord retired in order in the 9th inning, and Point Park holds on to win 6-5, and they stay alive in the winner's bracket of this Mountain East Conference Baseball Championship. The Pioneers do it with an RBI single in the top of the 9th inning from Trevor Jones. A 1-out go-ahead single, and then Harold Boyce nails it down. He gets the win in relief after Ramon Rodriguez delivered 6 1/3 and struck out 8 innings. Struck out 8. This was a 3-1 Concord lead after 7 innings, but Jack Withrow, this game got nutty in the final 2 frames.
Yeah, the Pioneers put up 5 runs in the last 2 frames, 4 in the top of the 8th, 1 in the top of the 9th. That was the go-ahead run. They had 11 hits. 10 hits for Concord, a game that started at 8:32 tonight. Got a little bit behind in schedule, ended at 11:31. Just under 3 hours, 2 hours and 59 minutes for this one.
We wanted less than 3 hours, so we got it. Hey, Jack, there was not a whole lot more you could ask out of this ball game, and I've said this a few times. We got great pitching. We got stars doing big things. We got some unsung heroes doing some big things. And now tomorrow in this tournament, we're going to have 2 number 1 seeds in an elimination game.
Yep. You come into these tournaments, you don't know what to expect sometimes. And I think this one is wide open this year. Point Park, we talked about it at the beginning of the broadcast. They stumbled at the end of the regular season, but you knew that Lauren Torres, the veteran coach for the Pioneers, would have his team ready here in the postseason.
So Point Park moves on. They score 4 runs in the 8th inning to take a lead. Concord ties it at 5 in the bottom of the 8th with 2 more, and then Point Park goes ahead in the 9th inning on the RBI single by Trevor Jones. Blake Ewing with a home run for Point Park, a solo shot, a 2-run shot for Tyson Burke in the Concord 5th inning. Your final thoughts this evening, Jack Withrow?
It was a good game. We saw a little bit of everything tonight, some home runs, some great pitching, some great defense by these 2 teams. Point Park just able to edge out Concord here tonight. Again, Concord's got Wheeling in the regular season. Wheeling took both of those in the doubleheader up in Washington, PA, so it's going to be tough for Concord to battle back tomorrow after a tough loss here tonight. But this is what it's all about, the postseason. Like you said, you either put up or shut up and go home. So tomorrow, Concord's got to put up something, and so as Wheeling. So both of them with their backs to the wall are going to have to come out fighting tomorrow.
3:30 tomorrow, it's Charleston and Frostburg State in the first game. Those teams playing their first game of the tournament. And then at 7 o'clock, an elimination game between the 2 teams that lost today, and they're both the number 1 seeds, the Wheeling Cardinals and the Concord Mountain Lions. Meanwhile, Point Park moves on to the winner's bracket by virtue of their 6-5 win over Concord in what's been a back-and-forth ball game. For our entire video productions crew and our executive producer, Butch Mounts, my partner, Jack Withrow, my name is Eric Little from Gomart Ballpark in Charleston. Your final score, Point Park 6, Concord 5. 2 games tomorrow on the Mountain East Digital Network. And don't forget about that softball tournament going on as well. For our entire crew, I'm Eric Little. Thank you for watching from Charleston. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.